It's high school girls basketball action this evening on GBILive.com. The Tigers are taking on the Bulldogs for the right to advance to the Sodak 16. Tonight's action brought to you by Base Camp Lodge, Bierman Farm Service, Blocker Construction, Dakota Bank, Farmers Union Co-op Association, Groton Egg Partners, Groton American Legion, Groton Chamber of Commerce, Groton Dairy Queen, Groton Ford, Hanlon Brothers Construction, the John C. Agency, Jungle Lanes and Cafe, Kruger Brothers, Lori's Pharmacy, Poet, S&S Lumber, Spaniard Custom Harvesting, Sun and Sea Travel Company, The Meat House, and Wise Mantle Agency of Columbia. Thank you to the sponsors. Thank you for watching us here on GBILive.com. And now to the arena for Paper Paul, Jesslyn Kosel, and the one and the only Rich Bosman. Here we are. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Groton Area Arena. I'm Paper Paul. Jesslyn will be running the camera. Rich Bosma is going to be doing the play-by-play. He's got a little bit of decoration on his head here tonight, too.
Now, I tell you, you should see what the other guy looks like. No, I had a little mishap where I slipped and fell today and ended up getting 3 stitches in the middle of my forehead. So I'm going to have a little decoration for the rest of my life. I'm looking forward to that, because, scars make a guy look pretty good, Paul, from what I hear.
It should be.
I look pretty stupid right now with this big bandage over my head.
It looks like, you're not quite Klingon yet, but
not yet, but getting there. Well, Paul, I mentioned to you, this kind of has an air of, kind of a big game feel, which it really is tonight, obviously. And a loser goes home, regional semifinal match, and actually regional final match here as the winner goes on to the Sodak 16. And if everything holds true, it looks like we might end up with Lennox. I was hoping it'd be Aberdeen-Roncalli, but we need an upset. Roncalli's close. It's just been fun to see that kind of a matchup. But I tell you what, you can't look past this Milbank team tonight, Paul. First of all, looking across that,
they got a chip on their shoulder because they lost to us once, and I'm sure they don't want to lose again.
Well, and Paul, we'll talk about that game. That's a game I'm sure if you talk to them, they felt they should have won. They were in command of that game for 3 quarters, and really the fourth quarter really did them in as the Tigers just got red hot, and then their big girl inside fouled out, and after that happened, the floodgates just opened and Groton pulled away.
I was talking to Chad from the Milbank station over there, and we talked about that game a little bit. He says, one thing that scares them is that Groton might be down, but they always have a tendency to come back at the end. And he said, that's what scares teams, is that we come back. I mean, look at Mobridge. We're down by, I don't know how many, 20-some points, whatever, and we came back within striking distance, and, we can come back.
Well, and Paul, you need 2 things to do that. The first thing you need to do is you need to have girls with a lot of heart and determination, and we certainly do. You look up and down that roster, and you see it just spill out all over the place. But the other thing you need is you need to be conditioned to do that. And I think a lot of times in a lot of these comeback wins, the conditioning is a big key. And we mentioned earlier about Groton soccer a lot, how many of these girls play soccer.
A lot of them.
And that gets you in the kind of shape that, and of course Coach Locke works in practice on that and conditioning, and that's how you are able to have those comebacks.
I think most of these girls actually did play soccer.
Well, and that's a big advantage coming into these games, and one of the reasons why they're strong in fourth quarters. But if you look at Milbank coming in 17-4, number 3 in the region, right behind us at number 2. They're coming off a kind of a weird win, kind of like our game Tuesday. It maybe wasn't their best game, kind of struggled a little bit offensively, but you go out, you get a 31-14 win. They were up 10-0 after 1 quarter in that game, and 13-6 at halftime.
That's
19 first quarter points. That's crazy, isn't it?
So that kind of worries me a little bit because I'm sure they're kind of really analyzing that game. It's just like, okay, we can't allow that to happen tonight.
Well, and a lot of it's just nerves and jitters. Not that there's not going to be this game too, but you got to kind of come out and see that first ball go through the hoop. Once that happens, that's why I mentioned that first 3 that we hit. On that offensive rebound by Jericho on Tuesday night was so important because we saw that go in. And then we tied the game, and Britton was like, oh, man, we had the lead, and now they scored, and, boy, it just deflates one team and just inspires the other, and I think you saw that when we started to make some shots. and all of a sudden the game was over after really.
But one thing about this Milbank team is that you're not going to see that happen. They're going to be dominant. They're going to try to work. I mean, there's a reason they're 17-4.
Well, they are, and the first reason is they're well coached.
Yes.
You know, I've always said this. I've said this a number of times this year. A team takes on the characteristics of its head coach. And their head coach he's no joke. I mean, Tony Howard's been around the block a little bit, and he's been in these big games. He's coached in these big games, and he knows what to do to pull the strings. And the difference from him and a coach maybe that we saw from Britton Hekla is that he has the guns, the firepower, whereas Britton Hekla just didn't have the offense that Milbank does. So
and I've seen these two, Groton and Milbank. I've seen them grapple it out in volleyball matches and basketball games down toward the end in the regions and stuff. And it's a dog battle.
It is. It's a big rivalry, and every time both teams bring it, and I expect that tonight to be a close game. You look at that first game, Belle Pauley was their big gun, and she had a great 3 quarters against us. 17 points, 10 rebounds in that game. But if you remember, Paul, she fouled out with 3:49 left in that game. And after that, we went on a huge run and ended up winning the game by 9. Also in that game, Susie Schoenemann had 8 points. She's another big inside player for him. And so you're looking 25 points interior. The one thing, and you heard Coach Locke talk about it Tuesday night in his post-game interview, is one change they made in that second half that kind of slowed Pauley down a little bit as they started fronting the post. And when you front the post, it puts a lot of pressure on that passer to make a good pass, because you're not talking about, a 6'6" guy who can jump and dunk like you're going to see in the boys' games. You're talking about passing that, maybe the 6-foot Pauley, is she going to be able to get to a lot of passes that a lot of 6'6" players wouldn't be able to get to? You have to make your passes pretty spot on, or else they're going to end up turnovers. So that's what happened in that game, and, they are going to be down a starter. Addison Pauley had 8 points in that game. She is not playing tonight. She is out, I believe, with a knee injury. Of course, the Schoenemanns, if you remember, were cousins with the Locks.
Yep.
You got all that little dynamic going on tonight,
absolutely.
too. So, it's going to be kind of interesting watching that. It's going to be fun. The regular season was 54-45. Again, we trailed by 5 after 3, and we finished on a 19-5 run in the fourth quarter, including a 12-0 run during that fourth quarter, which won us that game. Again, Pauley falling out was huge. But Jaden Penning was huge that game. 15 points. Jerica Locke had 14. Riley Dunker 13. Tara Traphagen only had 3. They really tried keying on her, and they said, especially in the fourth quarter, if you remember, they went to that triangle and 2, and they said, hey, Penning and Dunker beat us. And Riley hit, 2 or 3 threes down the stretch, and Dayton hit some big shots, and they did against that triangle and 2.
They're probably going to try the same thing again tonight, triangle and 2, just because they're hoping that our outside shooters then are going to be cold.
Well, if they do it, they're going to have a quick hook to it, because I was surprised he hung with it. Coach Howard did as long as he did the last time, because it really was not working.
Right.
And I think tonight, you're right, Paul. I think they will go to it. Some sort of jump, maybe a box and one on Taryn. Who knows? And maybe they're just going to try to do 6 threes in the game for Groton. We had quite a few threes on Tuesday night, too.
Yeah,
when we
did.
make our threes, we usually win. That's kind of a good indication. Milbank still had 5. We probably need to guard the three-point line a little better. But the last postseason meeting between these two, I don't want to even bring it up, was in 2023, where Milbank won in the regional finals 40-37.
All right, we're going to be back here in a minute here. We're going to listen to a couple of our ads, and we'll be back. The Base Camp Lodge in downtown Groton is a perfect place for hunters. They have heated kennels, indoor cleaning room, and a common area and kitchen. There's 12 beds total at the Base Camp Lodge, but it's not just for hunters. Also, graduations, family reunions, gatherings can gather there at the Base Camp Lodge. 3 different rooms, all equipped with Wi-Fi and cable. To reserve your room, call 605-377-0192.
We aren't meant to be still. And while you determine the direction you'll go, we're just here to help you along the way. So go. Go with experience. Go with teamwork. Go with neighbors. Go with integrity.
All right, back here in the Groton Gym, we're going to get ready for our national anthem, then we'll go through starting lineups.
Move your caps as we pay honor to America, the singing of our national anthem. Veterans in active duty military, not uniform, may salute the flag. Singing the anthem will be Groton area sisters, senior Natalia Warrington and freshman Nova Lee Warrington, the national anthem.
Well, I just had an embarrassing moment.
Were you singing?
No.
I didn't hear you singing.
Justin was going to take pictures. And then she says her camera's not working. The battery's sitting in the charger at the office.
That's a problem, Paul.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
It's not.
All right, fans, let's get to starting lineups. I'll get you off the hook, Paul. Starting lineups tonight, again, Milbank hit by the injury bug a little bit, so they're going to start a little different lineup. If you remember the last time, they'll start tonight at guard a 5'4", 8th grader, Susie Schudeman. She'll wear number 3. She'll be joined in the backcourt by 5'6" freshman Bailey Hendricks, who wears number 10. Up front at 1 forward is a 5'8" sophomore, number 14, Bree Townsend. And she'll be joined by, boy, their best player and a girl who hurt us last time, 5'10" sophomore, number 22, Belle Pauley. And watch her. She is inside-outside and is a really good player. And their center, Anna Nigebauer.
So question for you, what do you think the Tigers are going to do differently defensively?
Against Pauley?
Yeah.
Oh, I think definitely they're going to front her in the post. And I think they're just going to make her, I think you want to get a hand in the face. If she wants to shoot a 3, I think you'd rather have her shoot a 3 than shoot a 3-foot shot. So I think if she's going to make it, as long as you're guarding her, that's one thing. But you got to front her in the post. But to do that, you have to have backside help from whoever's guarding the other post. Otherwise, if they do make that pass lob, it's going to be a layup.
Yep.
So that's going to be one thing. And they might do the same thing with Anna Nigebauer, the other starter. She's a 6-foot senior, wears number 42. It's not like she's chopped liver. She had 10 that game. She's a big girl too, and we're going to have to be careful how we do that. And it'll be interesting to see. They're coached, as I said, by Tony Howard, a fantastic head coach. We go over to your Groton Tigers. They start the normal 5. McKenna Teets, 5'5", junior guard, wears number 4. She'll be joined by number 11, Jerica Locke in the backcourt. She's a 5'5" senior. Up front, number 15, Jaden Penning will be one starter, a 5'7" senior. She'll be joined by Taryn Trapping, who wears number 21, a 6-foot junior. And the front court is filled out by number 25, Riley Dunker, a 5'10" senior. Of course, Tigers coached by Matt Locke.
I will say one thing. I think this auditorium, this arena tonight is the fullest I've seen it this year.
Well, Paul, I tell you, I was looking across and looking down at us. Yes, we have an advantage fan-wise, but it's not by much. You got a lot of Milbank people that made the trip here.
Look at the student section over there. Student section is phenomenal.
It is incredible. Probably we commented earlier how this is by far the most road crowd that we've had here in Groton this year. I mean, it's not even close. This is a lot of maroon across the way over there.
This could be very electrifying.
It's going to be a fun
atmosphere. Is that a big word there?
Electrifying is a great word for it, Paul, and it's what you really want in a game like this. You want excitement, and that's what it's going to be tonight. Referees for tonight, Spencer Auberly, Dave Plantine, and Justin Deutsch. The veteran Dave Plantine will be tossing tonight. Tigers getting ready to take the court. Looks like it's going to be Nigebauer and Traphagen jumping. And we're ready. Jump tap, and it's controlled by Milbank. Shot right away by number 3, Schoenemann. No good. Rebound back to Schoenemann. Nice hustle by Pauly getting that rebound. We already see her, she's already making her mark. Schoenemann up top. Let's see what they do here. They are going to front her down low, it looks like. Ball picked up, and there's a steal. Knocked up there. They're going to call a foul on McKenna Teets. Just a little bit off in her timing. Great hustle, though. Almost cut in front of the pass. And Milbank will inbound in front of the Groton bench. New 35. Boy, they are all over Schoenemann, too. They do not want her to touch it. She gets it, though, on a pass from Nigebauer. Gets a screen, kicks in the corner to Townsend.
Oh, wide
She's
open.
a starter. Got in, can't get it, gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in. She's a starter tonight, who wasn't a starter in the last game, with Schoenemann being out of the game. Avery Schoenemann. And Milbank draws first blood and goes to a man-to-man defense. 2-0 early. Teets drives in, picks her dribble up, back cut, and throws it away as Traphagen was cutting to the hoop. Just a little bit too far in front of Taryn. And Milbank will inbounds. Having to go the length of the court. 2-0 they lead. Boy, you can see Taryn, and I saw the same thing that McKenna saw. Taryn cutting and almost got her the ball. Here's an inbounds to Schoenemann. Gets it over. Pauly will bring it down, going up against Penning. And she's nice almost steal that time by Traphagen. She almost timed it. Here's number 10, Hendricks. She picks her dribble up, gets it to up top. Now they're trying to get it to Pauly. Here goes Townsend inside. Back to Schoenemann on the corner. Here's Townsend again. Swing it over. Here goes Pauly, kicks it over. Schoenemann back to Pauly. She's going to shoot a 3. Off the front rim, no good. Nope, they call it travel before she shot it.
Oh.
We couldn't see the feet, Paul, because the Groton student body standing down there as they should be in a game like this. But Spencer Auberly right on that call. I 100% will agree with any call he makes. Good veteran official, a very good official. And you got to be good to get in these kinds of games, Paul. Tigers back to work here offensively. Teets with the ball here. Gets it up to Penning. Over to Traphagen. Dunker in the corner. Riley with it here. Gets it up to Jerica. She thinks about the 3. Toes it up. She's being guarded by Schoenemann, the 8th grader. Jerica right around her. Puts it up. And in. And the foul. Nice drive by Jerica Locke. Jerica right around her. Puts it up. And in. And the foul. She kind of leads. Nice drive to Schoenemann as she put the layup up. Number 1 to create a little bit better angle on her scoop layup. But number 2, it drew contact, and now she's going to line chance for a 3-point play and give the Tigers their first lead. Up and in, and it's 3-2 Groton. Oh boy, Schoenemann wasn't ready for the inbounds pass, and immediately Nigebauer comes over to her and tells her it's my fault. Just kind of pay attention a little bit.
But turnovers are going to be critical.
They are, and you can see Townsend coming over to talk to Schoenemann too. Remember, as 8th graders starting in a game like this,
this is big.
A lot of pressure. Imagine what you're doing in 8th grade, Paul. Here's a trap, almost got a steal. Nice job by Milbank. And another almost steal. Here's a pass to Traphagen down low. Nice pass down to Teets underneath, puts it up and in. Great pass by Traphagen. And the Tigers are up 5-2. What a nice pass down to Teets underneath, puts it up and in. Great pass by Traphagen with the ball. Going on Teets. Teets needs to be careful with 1 foul. You don't want to pick a second one up so early in this first quarter. Schoenemann looking to drive, getting it inside. Boy, deep position by Nigebauer. They don't get it to her. She had great position on Dunker. Riley does a better job. There's Townsend driving. Teets, nice job on here. Here goes Pauly in. Kicks it out. Schoenemann thinks about it. Back now deep to Pauly. Nice shot up. No good. Rebound Penning. Back come the Tigers. Jaden looking to push. Gets it up to Jerica. In the corner. Back. Jerica going right in. Tried to get it to Traphagen. Couldn't do it. Nice steal by Townsend. And back come the Bulldogs the other way. Do we call them the Lady Bulldogs or just the Bulldogs? We'll call them the Bulldogs.
You got Lady Tigers, Lady Bulldogs.
That's too much for me, Paul. All right, here goes Townsend into the corner. Here's Hendricks with the 3. That's off the back rim. Rebound Locke. Back come the Tigers looking to push. Gets it over to Teets. Teets with the ball, flashing to Penny. Nice high low down to Riley Dunker. Oh, Riley couldn't quite get it to go. Great pass, though, by Penny. A good look for Riley. She'll make more of those than she'll miss. I think the Tigers will take that. And that's what's important in these games, Paul, is to have a short memory. Oh, what a drive by Townsend. Did you notice Nigebauer just post up and almost act as a screen, allowing Townsend to get to the hole. Nice drive by Townsend. Did you notice Nigebauer? And it's a 5-4 game. Milbank edges closer. Ball up to Locke at the top, over to Trapphagen, back to Jerica. They're really now back into zone. Here's Jerica, drives in. Riley, baseline jump. They're giving her the jumper. She can't get it to go. Townsend the rebound. And back comes Schoenemann, running 1-on-3. She does the right thing, pulling it back, gets it to Townsend, gets it to Hendricks. Back up to Schoenemann. Schoenemann swings it over, Nigebauer with it. Here's Hendricks, off the screen, Townsend, checked by Teets. And it's almost stolen. Nice job by Schoenemann retaining possession. She's got side, gets it down. Here's Nigebauer, or Pauly trying to get it up, can't get it. Here's a rebound, Townsend kicks it out. Hendricks shoots a three and drains it. Boy, that looked like it was kind of a forced shot, and it was nothing but net. And it's 7-5 Milbank back in front. Back to a 2-3 zone we see now this time for Milbank. That worked for Britton Hekla. Trapphagen from deep. Hard off the back rim. Pauly the rebound. And back come the Bulldogs trying to extend their lead. 5-0 run gets them in front. Boy, look at that position Nigebauer has down low, and they don't even get it to her. Probably a little early in the shot clock, though. They got time. Nice back up by Schoenemann. Little 8-footer. Too hard. Rebound Teets backside. Here come the Tigers down. Teets gonna go all the way, coast to coast, puts it up, no good, and the rebound Pauly down low. Nice drive by McKenna, just a little too hard off the backboard. And back comes Milbank. 2:45 to go. Not a lot of points for a lot of action, Paul.
Like I said, it's electrifying.
It is. Townsend with the ball. Gives it up to Hendricks. Here's Pauly getting it, or Nigebauer has it. She's looking at the high post, gets it over to Schoenemann. Now they get it inside to Pauly, puts it up and in. Again, we didn't front her that time, and I think Coach Locke wants a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back, 9-5 Milbank.
The Groton Dairy Queen always has something special for you. Right now, they have the flamethrower chicken strip basket with soft serves dipping. They are also back for a limited time, the popcorn shrimp basket. You like cupcakes? They have cupcakes galore at the Dairy Queen. And right now, the Red Velvet Cake Blizzard is the treat of the month. Don't forget about the fascinating signature stack burgers. Good luck, Tigers, from Dale Joyce and the crew at the Groton Dairy Queen. Boy, how do you like that Tiger sound?
Wow, yeah, it's like we're at Penn State, the Nittany Lions here, Paul. Boy, exciting first quarter so far. Milbank on a 7-0 run right now, and they have a 9-5 lead with 2:24 to go in the first. Timeout by Coach Locke. Maybe just to settle his girls down, we see checking in the game for the first time is Kella Tracy. She's kind of the Energizer Bunny on this team. She takes Teets out of the game. Here she has the ball right now. Back to Locke, 2-3 zone again. They're double screening with it right now. And Trapphagen with it on the wing. They check her on the outside. Trapphagen going to drive. Gets it back to Riley. Riley, nice pass down to Kella. Kella inside, kicks it back to Trapphagen. Taryn looking to drive. And she has it stolen by Pauly. And back comes Schoenemann. Look how fast she is. All the way, just couldn't quite get it. Rebound Penny, and back the other way we go. Jaden checking behind her, gets the ball to Riley Dunker. Dunker back to Locke, nobody on her. Now they pick her up, and back to Riley. And Riley picks her dribble up and will reset. Tigers, since they've gone to that zone, Paul, have not scored. It's been a while. Couple 3-4 minutes. Here's Tracy on the baseline, back to Riley. Riley, she's gonna shoot the three. Oh. That's off. No good, out of bounds, and it's gonna be Milbank basketball. A raucous environment early on here, Paul, isn't it?
It is. It's very exciting.
Fun to see that in high school. This is what high school playoff basketball.
Almost like a state tournament atmosphere right now.
It is. It's what high school playoff basketball is all about. Hendricks will take a seat. Coming in the game is number 1 Violet Johnson, a freshman. Boy, this is a young team. Paul. Oh, stolen by Locke. She goes in. Jerica pulls it back out. Pretty good defense. Boy, look at Tracy having good position down low.
Now we got to convert.
We do, and that zone is protecting the big girls so they don't get in foul trouble. Back to Jerica. She drives in. I think she carried it. Nope, they call a foul on the drive. That's going to be on Johnson, who just checked in. The freshman a little too handsy on the drive. Gets her first foul. Second team foul. 1:10 to go. 9-5. Milbank in the lead.
Who was the foul on?
That was on number 1, Violet Johnson.
Okay.
Inbounds. Locke has it. Picks her dribble up. Traphagen back to Jerica. Tigers just really struggling to figure out this zone right now. They're really taking the high post away and really want somebody down low to pass in this. Here's Dunker out top. Penny, she'll shoot the 3. High arc, got it. Nice ball movement there, and Jaden knocks it down, and it's 9-8. Inbounds, and here's a breakaway for Johnson. She's going one-on-one Traphagen and pulls it back out. Probably pretty smart. 13-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Schuneman drives in, kicks it out. Pauly, she's going to shoot the 3, and answers. And Milbank back in front, 12-8. That's more points almost than they had in the whole first half against Redfield, Paul. 12-8 early on, Milbank in the lead. 22 seconds, Tigers will hold for 1. Locke over to Tracy, back to Jerica. She gets a screen from Penning. Over to Traphagen. Here's Locke, back over to Penning. She drives this time, all the way to the hole. Little runner, up and in. Jaden with 5 now. And with 5 seconds, Milbank better get moving to get a shot up. Here's Johnson carrying it down. She shoots a running left-hander. Oh, off the glass, almost in. Entertaining first quarter. Milbank leads 12-10.
Did you know there is an energy source out there right now that is affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly? The energy source is propane. The Farmers Union Co-op Association provides bulk propane for ag use and residential heating, as well as bulk fuel for your farming operations. With convenient locations in Condi and Fernie, the Farmers Union Co-op Association can deliver it to you. Call 605-395-6461 to get your propane and bulk fuel today.
If you farm in northeastern South Dakota, you know how important the right crop insurance plan is for protecting your investment. Groton Ag Partners can provide you with hail and crop insurance, as well as pasture and livestock coverage. At Groton Ag, we work to understand your operation and tailor a program for you, because crop insurance is not one size fits all. Check us out at grotonag.com or call us at 605-397-2680. Groton Ag is an equal opportunity employer and provider. You know crops, we know how to protect them.
Well, in the first quarter, we were 3 out of 8 for 38%. They were 5 out of 13 for 38%.
Well, we mentioned they're 2 evenly matched teams. That's not surprising. Tigers get the ball to start the second quarter. Sydney Locke in the game. Here's Traphagen. Boy, really paying a lot of attention to Taryn. Here's Kella Tracy with it, top of the key. With the basketball, using her pivot foot, gets it to Jerica. Back to the man here for Milbank to start this quarter. I think that kind of threw the Tigers off a little bit. Tracy with it. She's going to toe up the 3. Kella off, but look at her follow her own shot and gets fouled. I think Violet Johnson picked her second foul up. Paul, we talked about it early on. It's a lost art. Kella Tracy right there, following her own shot and going to go to the line. They're going to say she was in the act of shooting too. Some interesting scores, Paul, as we look around the state right now. We've said the winner of this, whoever gets us, probably plays Lennox. Lennox having no trouble with Canton tonight, 14-3 in the first. Aberdeen Roncalli behind 15-10 in the second quarter to Sisseton at home, playing without Gabby Thomas. First foul shot by Kella Tracy, up and good. Gabby Thomas, you remember, she is the spark plug. She is the straw that stirs that drink at Aberdeen Roncalli. Second foul shot on Sway. High arc, Kella makes them both, and we're tied. And into the game, Sydney Locke is coming out. They get Riley a little bit extra break. And it's tied at 12. Just starting the second quarter. Full court press again. And here's the ball to Schuneman. She'll bring it up on Jerica. For an 8th grader, handles the ball pretty well. Oh, she picks her dribble up there. And it's stolen right there. Penning has it, and she gets fouled. That's going to be Belle Pauly picking up her first foul. Might have been a layup for Jaden, so might have been worth it at that stage, but you kind of watch it. Remember, she fouled out of the first game, and when she did, that's when Groton really took control of that first game and pulled away. Second team foul already for Milbank in this quarter. Jerica with it right now. Playing man again. Here's Penning with it. Boy, Pauly almost picked her second up. She went right through that screen by Jerica. Here goes Traphagen down to Dunker. Dunker picks her dribble up. Here's Penning on the cut, throws it up. No good, and it's knocked around. I don't know who hit that. And no, we got one referee pointing one way and one the other, but they're going to do the right thing and talk it over. Yep, it's going Milbank's way. Too many arms up there, Paul, for us to see who hit it. And that's right in front of the Milbank bench and student body, too.
Here we are, 12-12.
Well, I did say the score was tied just a second ago.
Well, so. I know, but I mean, it's exciting at this point of the game.
Oh, there's a foul on Riley reaching in. Yeah, she really bumped her. She went for the pass and unfortunately got Morse the arm. Riley's first foul. Team first for this quarter. Paul, did you expect anything else? I mean, two evenly matched teams.
I expected this to be
do you think this is going to be a blowout?
No, absolutely not. No.
Here's Johnson bringing it across. Oh, there's the wall from behind. Fortunately, the ball was knocked right to Townsend. Ooh, Riley almost got her second. Here's Nigebauer in. Straight up. Nice job, boy. She threw up a left-hander from about 6 feet. That's one you just tap her on the back and say, nice shot. Great defense by Riley. Just a better shot by Nigebauer. Here's a pass inside. Tracy goes up, shot blocked. No, they call a foul. That's going to be the third team foul. Is that on Johnson or on Schoenemann? I couldn't tell who it called on. You couldn't even hear the whistle, Paul, with everybody. It's Schoenemann, her second. That's a big foul because she's their primary ball handler, Paul. Ooh, big foul. Looks like Coach Howard's going to keep her in the game and roll with it. Tracy to the line. A hard off the back rim with the first one.
I thought it.
You what?
I thought it. I said, she's perfect from the line.
Unbelievable. I would think this late in the season you would have learned your lesson.
Stop thinking. Yeah. Some people think I don't think anyway.
Don't think it'll only hurt the ball club, a coach once told me. Second shot also no good, but knocked out of bounds off Bell Pauly, and the Tigers will retain possession. It'll be Locke inbounding under her own basket. Oh, there's a pass to Riley. Dunker off the glass. Oh, no good. Rebound Penning. I think we're going to get a jump. We are, and that's going to go Milbank's way. Tough start right now for Riley. She's 0 for 4 from the field and had some pretty good looks, but you know what? You're a senior. Hang in there. You're getting good looks. They'll start falling, kid. Here's an inbounds by Townsend. Into Pauly. She's going to bring it down. Schoenemann just being hounded by Jerica Locke. Pauly bringing it across, and she runs right into trouble and turns it over. Oh, but tried to get it up to Traphagen, did Penning, and Taryn just couldn't get out there. Good hustle by Townsend, running it down. She's had pretty good in this start. Here's inside to Pauly. That's way too deep, but she missed the easy bunny ball. Back the other way. Hustling down is Locke. Gets it over to Jaden. Nobody on her. She's going to shoot another three. And hit one. And she is off to a good start with 8 points. Tigers' first lead since what? 5-2? 15-14.
5-2, yep.
Townsend picks her dribble up and gets it to Pauly. They got 3 to get it across the court. They're going to get that's a great timeout by Coach Howard, a 30-second timeout. We'll be back, 15-14 Groton.
Hey Groton, the kids need your help to bring more fun to the park. The Groton Chamber is raising funds for a brand new seesaw, and we need you to make it happen. Drop your donations at City Hall, Dakota Bank, or send them via Venmo at Groton Chamber. Your support means the world and a new seesaw to us. Thank you from your friends at the Groton Chamber.
Well, a heads-up timeout by Coach Tony Howard right there, as there was 26 on the shot on the play clock, which means they were 1 second from a 10-second count, and he wisely used one of his timeouts to just kind of reset. It's probably saying, hey, let's get the ball to our point guard here and let her bring it down. Let's set some screens for her. Schoenemann, for an 8th grader, really can handle it, and they get it into Pauly instead, and she's checked by Penning. Oh, nice crossover. She comes down, picks her dribble up, gets it back to Flower, or to Johnson, should say. Here goes Schoenemann. Nice little pull up from 8. Got it. Nice shot.
First basket for her.
Susie Schoenemann inbounds to Penning. Gets it back to Locke, and Milbank back in front, 16-15. Hendricks getting ready to check back in. Boy, she had a long break after hitting that three in the first ball. Back to the zone for Milbank. Surprised they went away from it. I think you're going to have to do this with the foul trouble mounting. Here's Dunker over to Penning. Boy, they're really starting to get on her. Riley again, corner to Kella. Kella with the ball. She's going to drive baseline. Gets bumped, I think. Yep, they call a block, and it was. That's going to be on Schoeneman, her first. It looked like she got her with the body as Kella was going baseline. That's why you have 3 refs, Paul, all in great spots. 4th team foul, though, with 5:03 to go. Tigers need to keep attacking.
Neugenbauer with the foul. Oh, my, that's a tough one to say. 42, she had the foul.
That's what I said, didn't I?
No, you said Schoeneman.
My fault. I probably do have a concussion tonight, so.
Oh, no, you're
grace.
You're great.
Here's Taryn with it. Slips it over to Dunker. Dunker back up to Jerica. Oh, she's going to shoot the 3. Oh, in and out. How did that not go in? Nice rebound by Neugebauer. She has the ball and gets it over to Townsend. Townsend going to bring it across. Kella on her, and I think Kella got her with the body that time. Tried to cut her off, couldn't quite get there. And she picks up her first foul. Second team foul for Groton. 16-15 Milbank, 4:43 to go in the second quarter. Entertaining game thus far. Here's an inbounds to Neugebauer. She has it back to Townsend. Townsend with 4 points in this game. She did not start the last game. Great screen by Pauly.
Wow, she's got some
all the way
speed.
to the hole, misses it. But backside up, no good is Neugebauer. Foul on Dunker. Riley will pick her second up. They might have to go in the game for her right now. Neugebauer just kind of carves her spot out in there and does a good job getting the rebound. And you notice, Paul, she didn't bring it down. She kept it high and put it right back up again. You know what happens when you bring it down? You got those little gnats coming in. First foul shot's up and good. Nothing good happens when you're a big post player and you bring the ball down to your waist. Second foul shot up, in and out, no good. Rebound Jaden. Penning gets it up to Trapphagen and gets it to Locke. 17-15. Back come Groton. Back to the 2-3 for Milbank. Really looking out that high post. That's their game plan tonight, is find that high post. There's Locke inside. That middle's going to be wide open. Back to Riley. She needs that to go. Off the back rim, no good. Shoot him in the rebound. They got numbers if they hurry. Look at Tracy just cut it down, though. Here's Pauly up top. Townsend. Not sure, you might not want her shooting the ball as opposed to getting it inside right here. Shoot him into the baseline. Nice runner, can't get it. Neugebauer up, left hand, puts it up and in. And right now, that offensive rebound, that's 2 in a row, resulting in 4 points, and that's the difference in the game. 19-15. Milbank ahead. Hard to keep somebody like that big off the glass, Paul. Riley doing everything she can. Nice penetration, back to Riley. Still needs to keep looking at it. You can't go away from it. Here's Jaden. There's Riley down low. Oh, off her fingers. Nice save inside, but it's stolen away by Neugebauer, and back comes Milbank. And Tracy with the steal from behind. We got a little too much body. She helps her up. Third team foul, but that's Kella's second foul. She's going to have to be careful here. Boy, 2 on her, 2 on Riley.
Both teams with 5 turnovers.
3:18 to go, and now both teams with 4 team fouls. So both teams shooting the rest of the way. Tigers really need a defensive stop in a basketball. It's been a while since we scored. Here's an inbounds. Pauly has it, gets it back to Schoeneman.
It's been 2 minutes.
Comes down with Locke. Here's Hendricks with it. She has a 3. Townsend. Here's Pauly shooting another 3. That's way short. Rebound Trapphagen. Gets it to Locke. And Tracy's up ahead. They get it to Kella. Kella the pass over baseline. Here goes Jaden in. Jaden all the way to scoop up. No good. Backside rebound Pauly. And back comes Milbank. Schoeneman gets it back to Pauly. She'll come down. And Penning picks her up at the 3-point line. Here's Townsend. Good drive by Jaden, just couldn't get it. Over to Schoeneman. Schoeneman looking to get it inside. Good job by Kella, 3-quartering her. Neugebauer inside. Here it is, Paul. That's Hendricks, another 3, no good. And that's going to be over the back. Townsend, nice box out by Sydney Locke in the game for Riley. just got position, and, she didn't only get position, she backed her off a little bit, and she's going to the foul line, chance for 2 shots. And in games like this, Paul, foul shots can often dictate. Foul shots and turnovers and rebounds are the 3 biggest, outside of, obviously, total points, is dictating who wins these games. Sydney locked to the line for 2, first one. On its way, high arc, and no good off the back rim. I think that's 3 in a row we've missed now.
Johnson back in for the Bulldogs.
Just got to see one go through and you'll flip it right back again. Sydney with another one. Second one. High arc, no good. Rims around, no good. Nice rebound by Tracy, gets it back out. Here's a 3. On its way, no good by Sydney. Rebound, Traphagen. Taryn gets it back to Jerica. Depending, she shoots another 3. Bang! Again! 3 threes, and they're trying to guard her and can't stop her. 19-18. Jaden Penning on fire in the first half. Here goes Pauly driving in. Hendricks for 3, can't answer. Another great box out by Locke, and she gets the rebound to Sydney. Gets it up to Tracy, gets it to Jerica. Here goes Jaden again, steps inside the line and gets another.
Wow.
Might need to start really focusing more attention on her. 20-19.
Just like that.
13 for Jaden. Nice crossover by Pauly, but in the land of Giants. With all those nets, she brought it down. No, boy, they had Nigebauer down low. Here, got to get it to her here. That's going to be a layup. Up and easy. Great work by Nigebauer down low. Kelly did all she could, but we mentioned if you're going to 3-quarter and then come over the top, you're going to need backside help, and the late help was a little late that time. Milbank back in front. 21-20. Jaden from 15. No good that time. Rebound Townsend. And she gets the ball to Flowers. Or Johnson, and Johnson brings it down. I keep wanting to call her Flowers for some reason, Paul. Maybe because her first name's Violet. Pauly a 3, that's short, no good. Rebound, Tracy.
Wow.
Little quick shot maybe that time for Milbank. But here goes Traphagen. Oh, nice pass, we're getting another jump. This will stay with Groton, I believe. As McKenna Teets checking back in. She's going to give Kella Tracy a much well-deserved break. Boy, Kella, a lot of energy. It does create a little problem at the other end with the 2 big girls inside. That means Taryn's probably going to have to rotate down and guard one of them. Tigers inbounds, gets it into Locke. Jerica with it, drives in, back. Sydney, she's going to shoot the high arc 3. No good, rebound Johnson, and she'll bring it down. Checked by Jerica. And, there's going to be a foul by Sydney, and Johnson's going to go to the foul line. Just a little too aggressive that time for Sydney. I think she thought she was going to try to pass it over to Townsend. But Johnson just kept going, and now she's going to be rewarded with 2 foul shots.
Fouls on Sydney Locke, her first 15 foul. Johnson at the line for 2.
2 shots, 29.6 seconds left. 21-20, entertaining first half. I think they're going to get one of the big girls out of the game here so they don't pick up a cheap foul in this last possession. Or maybe just to match up a little better with the Tigers. First foul shot. A big difference in the game.
Well, they're 2 out of 3, and we are
Hyatt here. Tracy back to Locke. Jerica with Nigebauer. She throws up a kind of a wild shot, no good. And Traphagen the rebound, and that's how the first half will end. An entertaining first half from a raucous gym in Groton, South Dakota. Milbank leads 23-20, 1 half to go. Long ways for your Tiger fans. We'll be back.
Your friend in the car business, I'm going to Groton Ford.
Groton Ford is your small-town family-owned dealership. You are not just a number here. We sell new vehicles, used vehicles, have a great parts and service department, and even buy vehicles. Basically, we do it all. We have a great team here and would love the opportunity to earn your business. From all of us at Groton Ford, thank you.
I'm going to Groton Ford.
The Groton American Legion in downtown Groton is a great place to hang out. They have free pool play. You can shoot a game of darts, and you can also play video lottery machines. Groton American Legion, mark your calendar for Wing Night, March 13th and the 14th. Serving starts at 6 o'clock. And the American Legion is a proud sponsor of American Legion Baseball and supports many other activities in the community. The Groton American Legion, home to post number 39, Squadron 39, and the Legion Auxiliary. You have an old building that needs to be torn down. Your feedlot needs cleaning. Maybe you need some gravel or dirt work done. Hanlon Brothers can also clean your dugout or waterway with their 60-foot reach track hole. For the heavy-duty work that needs to be done, call Scott Hanlon at 605-216-3955. That's Hanlon Brothers of Groton and Verdon. The John C. Agency. It's time to tune in for their types of insurance that they offer. They have lots of personal lines there to help you out with your personal needs. Farm and ranch, for livestock, vehicle, property, and structure as well. They have commercial and agribusiness, from property to school coverage, workmen's comps, contractors, and so forth. Agriculture, it is their specialty, but they have all kinds of other insurance for your needs. Contact the John C. Agency. It is their way of life. Looking for great food and fun all in one place? Head to the Jungle Lanes Cafe in downtown Groton, where the good times roll and the kitchen's always hot. Sink your teeth into juicy burgers, explore a menu packed with sides and appetizers, and order a pizza. You can choose thin crust, regular crust, gluten-free, or even a personal pan pizza just made for you. Whether it's family night, lunch with friends, or a post-game hangout, the Jungle Lanes Cafe has you covered. The Jungle Lanes Cafe. Great food, great fun, right here in Groton. Kruger Brothers Gravel and Dirt has served the Groton area for over 4 decades. They specialize in road maintenance, gravel, dirt hauling, and snow removal. If you need black dirt or gravel, or need major snow removed, call Kruger Brothers Gravel and Dirt at 397-8387. Kruger Brothers wishes the Groton area Tigers good luck, and remember Kruger Brothers at 397-8387. The Meat House of Andover is definitely worth the drive in their top-notch facility. If you're looking for snack sticks, they have them. If you're looking for Colby cheese, they have it. They have snack sticks and also summer sausage. Look at the many different types of cuts of meats that they have available, and they also have a great butcher shop over there as well. And if you're looking for dessert, SDSU ice cream is definitely the best. The Meat House in Andover, and also in the Saddle Corral in Aberdeen. All it takes to make the world a better place is limitless curiosity and one great idea after another. Biofuels, oil alternatives, nutrient-rich protein, cleaner air. At Poet, we're not waiting for someone else to change the world. We're not looking for solutions in the same old places. We're driven. We're fearless. We're changing the world. Poet. Well, here's an interesting deal here. We've only had 3 players score for us in the first half. And they have had 6.
6, and the main thing for them, as we mentioned how their 2 big girls inside the first matchup had 25 points. They combined have 12 tonight through a half, so they're right on pace for that again.
So here's my halftime stats. In the second quarter, we were 3 out of 14 for 21%. They were 4 out of 13 for 30%. Scoring for the Tigers, Jaden Penning. She's senior leadership right there, 3 3-pointers. She's got 13 points here at halftime. Jerica Locke's got 3, and Keller Tracy's got 2. So, Penning has been carrying the Tigers right now in the first half, and they got to have some other people carry go in the second half. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble.
Well, the focus has been on Taryn Traphagen, as it was the first game. And the shots are there. We just haven't really made a bunch of them. Riley's had some great looks, and, those are going to go in for her because she's such a good shooter. So you just need to keep doing what you're doing. you're getting good looks and you just need to go in. But you're right, Paul. We do need to have some people step up. And, you look to your seniors in this game, and we got a lot of them. So.
Yes. For Milbank, they're scoring well balanced. Anna Nugenbauer's got 7 points. Belle Pauly's got 5. Bree Townsend's got 4. Bailey Henrich's got 3. Susie Schoeneman's got 2. And Violet Johnson's got 2. So they got quite a few scoring for them, and that's been keeping them ahead barely.
If you would have told me that Belle Pauly would have 5 points at halftime, Paul, I said we'd be up by 10 points. Before the game, I would say we'd be up by 10.
Yeah.
But as it is, you're right, the other players are stepping up, and it's 23-20. Looking at some other scores from throughout the area, boy, I tell you what, like I said, the winner right now, as of now, plays Lennox. They're rolling Canton tonight, 37-14. But that's getting kind of mixed up because the number 6 seed Aberdeen-Roncalli at home tonight without Gabby Thomas is losing at halftime 19-15 to Sisseton. Still a whole half to go. So if that happens and Lennox wins, the winner of this game would get Sioux Falls Christian. They're up on Vermilion, just approaching halftime 24-15. So the first thing you got to do is win this game, Paul, and I think both coaches, would be, hey, if he told them at the beginning of the game it's going to be a 3-point halftime game, not going to tell you who's in front, would you take it? I think both of them would say yes, absolutely.
Yep, it's going to be, it's going to be electrifying again in the second half.
Some things to keep an eye on.
That's my big word for the night.
It is. Some things to keep an eye on. Foul trouble with Schoeneman. Susie Schoeneman, the 8th grader, starting at point guard, 2 fouls so far. If she gets 3 and maybe 4 early in the third quarter, that could be something to watch. For the Tigers, you got Kella Tracy and Riley Dunker each with 2, but none of the other starters is 0. You know what that means? That means our guards are going to be all over people in this second half. I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Locke ratchet up the intensity level on the defensive end.
And we have to. We definitely have to.
Try to get some turnovers off this team, especially if they're just going to say, okay, we're going to let you face guard Susie Schoeneman. We're going to let somebody else bring the ball up the court. Boy, I tell you what, you got 2 other pests back there that can really create some mismatches. We've seen it. Jake Penny's got a couple steals already. So,
all right.
But anyways, we'll be back shortly. 23-20, Tigers trail.
S&S Lumber and Hardware Hank of Groton is your headquarters for building materials and tools. Stop on out and visit with them about your building project needs, whether it be paint, windows, doors, cabinets, tools, lumber, sheetrock, or you may need help designing a project. The folks at S&S Lumber are there to help you out. Stop out at 201 East Highway 12 in Groton or give them a call at 605-397-2361. Harvest season doesn't wait, and neither does Spaniard Custom Harvesting and Trucking. From combining to hauling, they bring experience, reliability, and the equipment to get the job done right and on time. When your crop is ready, you need a crew you can count on. Call Roger at Spaniards Custom Harvesting and Trucking at 605-228-3880. Becca Fleece is your tropical travel agent making beach dreams come true. Whether it's a destination wedding or having your kids see the ocean for the first time, it's great to know that Becca can help remove the challenges of planning your dream vacation. Sun and Sea Travel Company is your local leader in travel, and they can plan your ultimate beach getaway so you can relax and unwind. Contact Becca Fleece at The Wise Mantle Agency has been in the insurance business since 1954. They have the expertise in getting the right insurance for your home, farm, auto, commercial, or crop. The Wise Mantle Agency has access to Progressive, South Dakota Public Assurance Alliance, North Star Mutual, Northwest GF, just to mention a few. Contact Marty Wisemantle at 605-396-7341 at the Wisemantle Agency of Columbia.
Back here in Groton, your Tigers trail 23-20 as we start the second half. Milbank will get the ball. Paul, I'm just going to say right now, this is probably the most important 2 minutes of basketball the Tigers have played all year long. If they can keep Milbank right where they are and maybe get a stop right away and come down and score, that's one thing. If they give up a couple points right away and Milbank gets off to a lead, it might be interesting for the Tigers to see if they can come back. Here's Schoeneman going, trying to get a high screen. They're trying to get Pauly. She's open for a quick 3. No good. Big rebound by Tracy down low. And back come the Tigers. That was a big miss. A good look for Pauly off a drawn-up play. Back to the man. I'm surprised by this, Paul, if they're not going zone. The zone was effective. Dunker picks her dribble up, gets it over to Traphagen. Traphagen, she's looking to drive on Townsend. She does, picks a dribble up, over to Locke. Jericho with the screen, back to Traphagen. Kella posted up deep down low. Here goes Taryn, kicks it out. Riley, she's going to drive and picks her dribble up. Tigers with 6 on the clock, down to Tracy, and it's knocked out of bounds with 4 on the clock. Tigers going to have to get something quick right here, Paul, off the inbounds. This might be where we need that one play we run to Ryder all the time in the boys where we score in like 1 second. I'm not sure if the girls have that one in the playbook. We're going to find out. Here comes, boy, oh, look down low. Here comes Kella, wide open for a layup and a block, but it's a 3rd foul. I think that's is that going to be on Schoenemann? It's either Schoenemann or Johnson, I'm not sure. Oh, it's on Johnson. A big break for Milbank. I couldn't tell which one it was. But that's her 3rd foul. Oh, no, it is on Schoenemann. Or nope, it is Johnson. I'm sorry.
Johnson, yep.
Yep, her 3rd foul, though. Shot no good for Kella. The free throws really hurting the Tigers right now. But again, just see one go through. Free throw shooting's contagious, Paul. Just knock one of these down and you're back on track. Second shot for Kella on its way. In and out, no good, and the rebound, Pauly. Milbank back the other way. She'll bring it down. Penny going to check her at the 3-point line. And she's going to drive on Jaden. Nothing there. Back to Schoenemann. Back to Pauly. Out to Hendricks. Swings it over to Neugebauer. Back to Hendricks. Over to Townsend looking to drive on Kella with the 2 fouls. Nothing there. Back up top. Here's Schoenemann with it. Rejects the screen. Drives. Nice pull around. Turnish around. No good. Rebound, Jerica. Oh, Penning had a break. Nice decision by Jerica. Gets it up to Kella, who's going to have a layup and puts it up and in. Up and around it goes, and the Tigers cut the lead to 1. 6:37 to go in the 3rd. Pauly bringing it down again against Penning. Here's Townsend with it. Gets it to Schoenemann. Nice high screen, kicks it out. Neugebauer with it to Hendricks. Over to Townsend, gets it down to Pauly, maybe a little too deep. Kicks it out, Schoenemann, she's going to drive in. Nice little pull-up, and no good. And it's saved by Schoenemann, but out of bounds. Boy, she pulled up, and I think she was going too fast for momentum. She misjudged how much momentum was, and she left it short. And the Tigers, another stop. I mentioned we're almost 2 minutes in, and the Tigers have cut into the lead. Some opportunities missed by Milbank, Paul. And now back to the zone again. Here's Dunker with it out top. Riley still needs to be aggressive. Here's Taryn down low to Kella. Up, no good, and the rebound, Neugebauer. Nice pass. Kella just couldn't get it. Maybe a little too far under the hoop. And back come the Bulldogs the other way. Townsend with it. Gets it up to Hendricks. Boy, look at the deep position ball Pauly had again. Here's Schoenemann back out to Neugebauer. Townsend looking to drive. Pulls it up. Hendricks with it looking to drive. And kicks it out. I think she lost it out of bounds, and she did. Tony Howard, coach, asking her, where are you going? Where are you going? There's nobody down there but big girls.
6 turnovers for Milbank and 5 for Groton.
It really seems like it's been a well-played game, though. I mean, it's a lot of turnovers, but it seems like it's been pretty well played, though, Paul, I feel. Tigers back the other way. Traphagen. Oh, she's going to toe up a 3. Off the back rim, no good. Look at Riley in there working hard. Kella comes away with it. Working hard as always, and the Tigers get another shot at it. Penning, high post. Nice pass out to Jerica. Over to Penning. She shoots a 3. No good. Rebound backside. Kella Tracy, her second offensive rebound this possession. Gets it inside to Riley, and that's going to be a second foul on Neugebauer. She kind of reached around her there. Probably didn't need to do it. It looked like she did a pretty good job of pushing Riley off the block. Maybe just a little too aggressive on it, and got called for a foul. Second team foul, and her second foul. Tigers inbounding. Here's Penning with it. Back to Locke. Locke's jab steps in, gets it back up to Traphagen. Over to Riley. Riley over to Taryn. Back to Jerica. Here goes the high post. There's Riley. She goes up, and it's blocked by Neugebauer. Nice job. Principle of verticality, Paul. Just going straight up and just let Riley shoot it right into her hand. Maybe needed to go a little more into her chest to negate that height advantage, but that's easier said than done in the heat of the moment. Schoenemann with it, just cannot get loose from Locke. Here's Townsend looking to drive on Tracy. Nothing there. Kella shutting that one down. Nice skip pass to Schoenemann. They got Nigebauer down low, deep on Riley. Riley really trying to work hard to get around her. And here's Townsend. She's going to be forced to shoot a three. No good. And the long rebound to Penning. Another good defensive possession. Milbank yet to score almost halfway through this quarter. Tigers need to take advantage. Here's Penning, little 15-footer. Paul, it's back again. And the Tigers back in the lead, 24-23. Full court press. Almost stolen by Tracy. Dangerous inbounds pass to Townsend. Paulie brings it down again. Boy, what a luxury to be able to have her bring that ball down when Schoenemann has a glove on her in the form of Jerica Locke. Schoenemann trying to get a screen, doesn't get it from Townsend. Oh, nice drive this time. Nice pass down low, and a foul as Nigebauer goes on a nice pass by Paulie. We'll see who that foul is on. Hopefully it's not Riley. Nope, it's going to be on, I think, Jerica Locke, her first. First team foul for Groton, but back to the line goes Milbank. Let's see if the halftime cooled them off, Paul. They were on fire. Couldn't miss in the first half from the line. And they stay there. How come it's not working tonight for me? Think it, Paul. Yeah, we're talking about the jinx, fans. We know there's no such thing as superstition, but if you think it is, second foul shot coming. On its way, no good. Rebound, Tracy. She got to have at least half dozen 6-8 rebounds tonight. There's a pass to Jerica. With the ball back to the zone. Almost a 1-1-3 here. Haven't seen that in a long time. Here's baseline. Kella. Boy, that drop steps right there, and they leave Jerica open for three. No good. Backside. Boy, that looked down. Straight on, but couldn't get it to go. Tied at 24. Here comes Townsend. Gets it to Johnson to Schoenemann. Gets it back to Townsend. Over to Paulie, looking to get it inside. They do. Nigebauer right in. Powerful move. And puts it in. Tigers might need to look at changing a little bit down there with maybe a double team from an off guard. Maybe Kella Tracy doubling down and leaving Townsend open from the outside. We'll see what Coach Locke counters with. Back to the zone. Jerica with it again. I mean, she could just step up and hit that shot. Instead, it's Kella baseline. She'll shoot it. Off the rim, no good. And knocked out of bounds off Milbank. Two Bulldogs fighting for it. And it goes off, I believe, Townsend, who went over the back of her own teammate. I think that was Schoenemann down there. And knocked it out of bounds. Schoenemann had great position on that. Tigers will retain possession. Inbounds to Riley. Riley gets it up Terrence. She's going to shoot the three. No good. Another rebound by Tracy. Wow, is Kella on the boards tonight. Here's Riley with it. Here's Jerica at the top of the key, calling out a play. Jaden, she's going to shoot the high arc three. No good. Nice rebound by Flowers again. Johnson. Why am I struggling with Johnson and Flowers tonight?
I don't know. You're into Flowers.
Violet. Her first name's Violet. I can't believe that. Maybe I hit my head harder than I thought earlier today. Here's Townsend. Look at that pass down low. That's what I said, Paul, earlier on. You know, you almost need to take another dribble there if you're Townsend and bounce past that. Instead of trying to line drive, that's a hard catch for a post player to make. Now, yes, I'm an old post player, but we got a 30-second timeout. 26-24 Milbank. We'll be back.
You have an old building that needs to be torn down. Your feedlot needs cleaning. Maybe you need some gravel or dirt work done. Hanlon Brothers can also clean your dugout or waterway with their 60-foot reach track hole. For the heavy-duty work that needs to be done, call Scott Hanlon at 605-216-3955. That's Hanlon Brothers of Groton and Verdon.
Back here in Groton, your Tigers just over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. They trail Milbank 26-24. Back and forth we've gone. I don't know how many lead changes, Paul, at least 4 or 5 tonight.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 lead changes. You expect that out of two evenly matched teams. Tigers come down, 2:03 to go. Interesting to see what we do now. This looks like a 1-3-1. Milbank set up and now. It'll be interesting to see if they try trapping it. Here's Tracy with it. Boy, that baseline is wide open if you can get somebody open for a three here, Paul. Boy, Jericho open there. See if she looks at it. Down low to Kella. Back to Penning. She drives in, kicks it out. Trap Hag, another pass. Riley from the corner. up and no good. And we're going to have a jump ball going, staying down Groton's way as Penning and Pauly going at it down there. Neither one of them are going to give that ball up, Paul. And it's a jump. Another good look. Riley just needs to keep shooting him, kid. Here's a pass. Little 5-footer up and in again for Penning. She knocks it home. 17 on the night. Johnson all the way coast to coast, up and in with her left hand. Wow. And back in front goes Milbank, 28-26. Now they're going back to the 2-3 here. They said enough of the 1-3-1. That's the problem with that 1-3-1. It's tough to find people to rebound. It's hard enough in a 2-3. It's harder in a 1-3-1. Block with it over to Tracy. Tracy back to Kella, or to Jerica. She's going to tie up the three. That's short and goes out of bounds. With 1:02 to go, Milbank will get the ball, leading by 2. This is what I'd like to see, full court pressure right now. You only have one team foul, and really Kella's the only one in foul trouble, other than maybe Riley, but now pressed. I'd see a trap here or something. No, they're going to just let her bring it up, and Jane just reached in. You know what she did wrong there, Paul? She reached in with her left hand when she was running to her right. If she would have reached in with her right hand, she might have been able to just maybe knock that ball away. Pauly maybe not taking care of the ball, not used to dribbling the ball up the court regularly. But as it is, second team foul for Groton, 54 seconds to go. Milbank looking to seize control and getting it back inside here maybe. Here goes Pauly. She steps back. Nice crossover hand, the left hand up and under. Beautiful move by Belle Pauly. And the Tigers down 4 with 36 seconds left. Kind of a big possession here. 3-second differential on the shot clock. Riley with the ball over on the far wing. Back to Penning. Penning over to Jerica. Jerica to Taryn. Back over to Jaden. Penning looking. There's Tracy down low. Step back to Penning. She's going to drive in. Picks her dribble up. Skip past to Taryn. She's going to drive in. Pull up from 15. No good off the back rim. 8 seconds if Milbank hurries. Here goes Townsend down. 3 seconds. It's going to be Johnson shooting a deep three. Oh, off the glass. No good. And that closes the third quarter. Milbank leads 30-26. We'll be back.
The Base Camp Lodge in downtown Groton is a perfect place for hunters. They have heated kennels, indoor cleaning room, and a common area and kitchen. There's 12 beds total at the Base Camp Lodge, but it's not just for hunters. Also, graduations, family reunions, gatherings can gather there at the Base Camp Lodge. 3 different rooms, all equipped with Wi-Fi and cable. To reserve your room, call 605-377-0192.
We aren't meant to be still. And while you determine the direction you'll go, we're just here to help you along the way. So go. Go with experience. Go with teamwork. Go with neighbors. Go with integrity.
Well, in the third quarter, we were 3 out of 14 for 21%. They were 2 out of 6 for 33%.
6 shots, wow. That's pretty impressive defensively for the Tigers. Milbank going to get the ball to start the fourth quarter. 8 minutes of basketball left for one of these teams, unless it goes overtime. Hopefully it's the Tigers that can come out. Hey, we were here before in the first game down 5 after 3. It's only 4 tonight. But they're looking to get it inside to Pauly right now to take the game over. She puts it in right away, and it's the biggest lead of the night for Milbank at 6. And here come the Tigers in desperate need of a basket here. This is where you lean on your seniors, Paul. Situations like this, and we got some good ones. Riley Dunker with the ball, back to the man. I'm shocked they're playing man, Paul. That zone has been so good to him. Here, Riley down low, flashes, nothing. Here's Taryn up top. There goes Kella, and that's going to be the first foul of the fourth quarter. It's going to be a reach on Johnson, I believe. That's her fourth.
Johnson, her fourth. First team foul.
A lot of time left, Tiger fans.
Hendricks back in for the Bulldogs.
Johnson will take a seat. Hendricks back in. And the Tigers inbounds under their own basket. And here's a pass to Tracy on the baseline. She brings it around. Little runner, floater. Oh, how did that not go in? No good. And a big rebound by Townsend, who's really played well for him tonight. Not the starter the first time these two teams played, but she's played good minutes tonight. And now they'll try to take some time off the clock here. I'd go right back inside if I was them. I would really sag off Townsend and make her shoot a shot here. Schooneman, she'll shoot it, and she usually is pretty good. No rebound. Penning, another one. Boy, she has had a great game tonight, hasn't she, Paul?
Absolutely. She's got
17.
17.
Back the other way. Tigers dunk her with it here. Back to the zone. I think they're going man on missed. Here's a spin. That's going to be a layup for Taryn. Oh, boy. Almost rimmed out. Fortunately, Taryn gets it to go in, and the lead down to 4. Tigers really needed that. I am shocked that they went back to that defense, but
first basket for her.
Taryn, I know. They've done a good job. Only 5 points in the 2 games. That's going to be a block on Jaden baseline. Just couldn't quite get there. Paulie drove baseline. Her second foul. First team foul for Groton. 6:18 to go. Be nice to get another stop here. Trying to get it in, and they get it into Hendricks. She picks her dribble up, and there's going to be a second foul. That's going to be on Taryn. It's her first foul. Second team foul for Groton. Just a little too aggressive on that pass. Not the worst foul in the world. Just got to keep them out of the post. Sag inside, not on Schooneman, but I'd like one of these other girls shoot an outside shot. Maybe not. Maybe make Townsend shoot one. We haven't seen her shoot one yet, or Niggebauer. There you go. There's the double, but she flashed right in and made it to Niggebauer. Didn't get the help that time from the backside. And Niggebauer put it in, lead back to 6. Nice play. Nice pass by Paulie that time. Riley went for the steal, almost got it, just couldn't quite get it. Penning with it, over to Jerica. Jerica looking down low. Need to get rid of the ball, gets it to Kella. Kella's gonna drive in, leaves her feet, up to Taryn. Taryn looking to drive, kicks it out to Jerica. 10 on the shot clock, Tigers gotta go. Jerica gonna drive all the way, puts it up, and no good off the rim, and no good. Some bad luck to start the quarter by the Tigers. Couple shots rim out. And danger zone here. They need to stop just desperately defensively. 34-28, they trail. Let her shoot it. That's what Kella's saying. Go ahead and shoot. And if she makes it, so be it. But you got to help inside. Or maybe let Niggebauer shoot an outside shot. There you go. Schooneman, she's proven she can shoot it. There, she's going to shoot it. She's going to say, announcer, shut up. As she drills it, does Townsend. Wow, I watched her in warm-ups, Paul. Not one went in, but she made that big one, and a timeout, Groton. They trail 37-28, 4:46 to go.
The Groton Dairy Queen always has something special for you. Right now, they have the Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket with soft serve dipping. They are also back for a limited time, the Popcorn Shrimp Basket. You like cupcakes? They have cupcakes galore at the Dairy Queen. And right now, the Red Velvet Cake Blizzard is the treat of the month. Don't forget about the fascinating signature stack burgers. Good luck, Tigers, from Dale Joyce and the crew at the Groton Dairy Queen. Did you know there is an energy source out there right now that is affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly? The energy source is propane. The Farmers Union Co-op Association provides bulk propane for ag use and residential heating, as well as bulk fuel for your farming operations. With convenient locations in Condi and Fernie, the Farmers Union Co-op Association can deliver to you. Call 605-395-6461 to get your propane and bulk fuel today. I have no idea where that spoon came from.
I thought you were going to bring ice cream up.
I thought you brought it.
I thought you were going to bring ice cream up. Well, this is a crucial stretch right now. Tigers falling behind by 9, but Again, 4:48 to go is an eternity in high school basketball. Just need to score a couple baskets, and let's see what happens to Milbank. See if maybe they tighten up a little bit. Jericho with the ball. One thing for sure, these Tigers aren't going down without a fight. Jericho with the ball, back to the man-to-man. I'm shocked at what Coach Howard is doing tonight. Tigers have had great success against the man. Here they come, they recognize it now. 10 seconds and Jaden goes right to the hoop and gets fouled by Townsend. I tell you, Paul, I am shocked at this man-to-man defense. Why they are not staying zone is baffling to me tonight. We're scoring and getting good shots off the man-to-man. I'm very surprised at that. But here's the big thing. You got to make foul shots. Jaden to the line here. First one on its way. Up and in. You like to have seniors on the line in these situations. Jaden knocks the first one down. Tigers still showing a lot of fight. You can see them out there pumping each other up. They believe they can get back and win this game. And so do I. Second foul shot, no good. Look at him crash down low. Tap Hagen and Dunker, but Pauly comes away with it. Back comes Hendricks the other way. Here's Townsend, the big three the last time she had the ball. They got to be going inside here. Going to run a screen and roll. And kicks it. Nigebauer back out to Schoenemann. Here comes another screen and roll. Schoenemann gets it out right between the legs of Hendricks. Look at Traphagen hustling. Almost foul that time by Taryn. Here goes Pauly. She might have to shoot this. Nope, gets it to Townsend. Nice drive up, no good, and great box out by Dunker. Keeps Nigebauer off the glass, and back comes Groton. Down 8. Jericho with the ball. She's going to shoot a three. That's a huge shot, and he nails it! It's down to 5, Paul. 37-32. Here comes a full court press. Pauly with it. Penning on her. This crowd is in a frenzy tonight, both sides. Milbank fans, Groton fans, what a game. 37-32, 3:18 to go. Pauly with the ball, gives it up to Hendricks. Over to Townsend, trying to get it to Nigebauer down low, can't do it. Schoenemann with it. Pauly's going to have to take this. She's going to shoot an outside shot. Way off, rebound. Tracy, back come the Tigers. Oh, what a play by Schoenemann. That might have been a layup for Jericho Locke. The 8th grader showing the ups there, Paul. Similar to your vertical leap, she goes and knocks that ball into the Groton bench, saving a layup. 37-32, under the 3-minute mark. Tigers back to the man for Milbank. Here's Tracy with it. Dunker cuts through. Penning comes up. Kella needs to dribble. There she goes. She's going to drive, shoots it off the glass and in! And it's down to 3! And but Kella turned her ankle as she came down. Oh no, Paul. Hopefully that's a cramp. Nope, it's a cramp. Get some bananas out for her.
Pickle juice.
Pickle juice. We got pickle. They sell pickle juice, and I knew that when we ran the concession stand for volleyball. We were in there. They sell pickle juice. Get some pickle juice to her. Oh gosh, I'm so glad it's not an ankle. She has played, and she plays so hard, Paul. It's no surprise you get a cramp. As hard as she plays. She's going to come off the court. And it's going to be Sydney Locke back in the game. Kella trying to stretch it out, saying, I can stay in, I can stay in. But she's got to come out with a dead ball player, else we got to use the timeout. Just stretch it out and get back in the game. Those cramps are no fun, Paul. I know you used to get them all the time when you were playing.
I didn't
Especially
play.
the defensive pressure you put on the ball.
0.
All right, full court pressure here. This is what I want to see. Full court the whole time. Make them bring it up against the pressure. Pauly, now you come with the run and jump there, but, Sydney almost was coming. Down to Townsend. 2:30 to go. Lead trimmed down to 3 from 9. Nigebauer, look at him trying to get inside. Come with the double. Oh, they get it inside. Pauly puts it up. No, great defense by Penning. Back comes Jaden the other way. Picks her dribble up, gets it to Jericho. Jericho comes down. Tigers chance to cut into the lead again. Jericho comes in, stops, kicks it out. Sydney. And she gets it over to Penning. Penning up to Riley. Riley's going to shoot the 3. Hit it! Oh, game lock. She's been ice cold. But just like the last game, when they need her, she ties it up.
No,
Oh, and they
there's a
called it a
two-pointer.
two. Her foot was on the line. 37-36, 152 to go. What a game. Back come the Bulldogs. Cannot believe they're not calling timeout. They got to go inside here. Here's Townsend. Back to Schooneman. 15 to shoot. Nigebauer trying to get it in. They get it in. Here's the cutter. Back up. Schooneman for three. Short. No good. And out of bounds. Tigers going to have a chance to lead here, Paul. Oh, what a game. And now we get the timeout from Milbank. 1:28 to go. We'll be back. 37-36 Milbank.
If you farm in northeastern South Dakota, you know how important the right crop insurance plan is for protecting your investment. Groton Ag Partners can provide you with hail and crop insurance as well as pasture and livestock coverage. At Groton Ag, we work to understand your operation and tailor a program for you because crop insurance is not one size fits all. Check us out at grotonag.com or call us at 605-397-2680. Groton Ag is an equal opportunity employer and provider. You know crops, we know how to protect them.
Hey Groton, the kids need your help to bring more fun to the park. The Groton Chamber is raising funds for a brand new seesaw, and we need you to make it happen. Drop your donations at City Hall, Dakota Bank, or send them via Venmo at Groton Chamber. Your support means the world and a new seesaw to us. Thank you from your friends at the Groton Chamber.
Everything you'd expect, fans, from a game like this with two excellent teams, well coached. Your Tigers, 37-36. They were left for dead 3 minutes ago, but showing the heart of a champion, just like Mobridge. Let's see if we can get over the hump tonight. Didn't have to come from as far back tonight, Paul, but still a lot of energy. Kella Tracy back in the game. And back to the man-to-man for Milbank. Here's Penning over to Locke. Up to Tarrant off the double score. Great job by Townsend. Back to Locke. Down. Oh, Tracy down low. Had great position. Tarrant for three. Short. And the rebound by Schooneman on the backside. Chased by her cousin. Jerick almost gets it. Big stop for Milbank. Here's Nigebauer with it. You got to be thinking it's got to get the ball in number 22's hands here. Tarrant going for the steal. One thing you don't want is a foul because it starts new 35 on the clock. Here's Nigebauer going in. She picks her dribble up back to Pauly. They got 10 to shoot now, Paul. They got to get something going. Gets it up to Schooneman. Gets a high screen. Schooneman a pull-up 18-footer. No good. And the rebound backside. And it's a foul by Milbank. Only the third team foul. But Nigebauer picks up her third. And the Tigers with 36 seconds can hold for the last shot.
Oh,
Boy,
my.
does it get any better than this? Yes, it does. Get the last shot.
It could be overtime.
Let's not have overtime. Let's just win it in regulation. What an effort by these girls. Back comes Locke. We're going to get a timeout when she brings it across court. And there it is. 31 seconds to go. Shot clock going to be off. Your Tigers trail 37-36. We'll be back.
The Groton American Legion in downtown Groton is a great place to hang out. They have free pool play. You can shoot a game of darts, and you can also play video lottery machines. Groton American Legion, mark your calendar for Wing Night, March 13th and the 14th. Serving starts at 6 o'clock. And the American Legion is a proud sponsor of American Legion Baseball and supports many other activities in the community. The Groton American Legion, home to post number 39, Squadron 39, and the Legion Auxiliary. You have an old building that needs to be torn down. Your feedlot needs cleaning. Maybe you need some gravel or dirt work done. Hanlon Brothers can also clean your dugout or waterway with their 60-foot reach track hole. For the heavy-duty work that needs to be done, call Scott Hanlon at 605-216-3955. That's Hanlon Brothers of Groton and Verdon.
Back here in the Groton Arena, boy, what a game, Paul. 37-36 Milbank. 31 seconds left. Tigers have the ball. Chance for the win. They can hold for one. You got to wonder where we're going with this play. They just ran that double screen for Tarrant. Thing to note, there's only Milbank does have a foul to give before Groton shoots. And they're going to inbounds in a tough spot right in their own bench. This ball has to go to Jericho, I would think. Nope, we're going to get a timeout once Coach Howard saw how they were lined up. All right, we'll come back again, folks. Take another break.
The Groton American Legion and down. The John C. Agency. It's time to tune in for their types of insurance that they offer. They have lots of personal lines there to help you out with your personal needs. Farm and ranch, for livestock, vehicle, property, and structure as well. They have commercial and agribusiness, from property to school coverage, workmen's comps, contractors, and so forth. Agriculture, it is their specialty, but they have all kinds of other insurance for your needs. Contact the John C. Agency. It is their way of life. Looking for great food and fun all in one place? Head to the Jungle Lanes Cafe in downtown Groton, where the good times roll and the kitchen's always hot. Sink your teeth into juicy burgers, explore a menu packed with sides and appetizers, and order a pizza. You can choose thin crust, regular crust, gluten-free, or even a personal pan pizza just made for you. Whether it's family night, lunch with friends, or a post-game hangout, the Jungle Lanes Cafe has you covered. The Jungle Lanes Cafe. Great food, great fun, right here in Groton.
A game of cat and mouse between the two coaches. 37-36, Tigers, same alignment. There goes Jericho up to get the inbounds. 32 seconds. There's a 1 second differential. Shot clock to game shot clock. Here's Riley with the ball. Gets it to Jericho. Looking to drive on Schoenemann. She drives. Reverse pivot. Puts it up left hand. And in! And the Tigers lead! 20 seconds left! And they have 2 fouls, Paul! They can foul twice here. Oh, what a shot by Jericho Locke! Gives Groton a 38-37 lead. 17 seconds left. Oh, what a shot!
Oh my!
Paul,
I'm trying to.
You are just out of control tonight. You can't keep up with your score sheet. You're jumping around. We can't take a break right now.
No,
we're going to talk right now about this game.
How much? 18 seconds.
17, I believe. 2 evenly matched teams. Neither one of them wants to go home. But is this a case? Last team has the ball, wins. Let's hope not. Tigers over the hump, 10-0 run. They lead 38-37. You got to think this ball's going inside to Bill Pauly. What a time to pull out a zone right here if you're Groton.
Oh, my.
What a time to pull out a zone. Totally trick up Coach Howard. We'll see if Coach Locke is thinking along the same line. What I would do is I'd let him dribble and foul. You got 2 fouls to give before you get to shooting. But then again, the way they've shot foul shots, you don't want that last shot to come down to a foul shot. Whatever the case, you have to double Pauly right away when she gets the ball and get the ball out of her hands, I think, Paul. She has been so dynamic in this game, and the offense has flowed through her. How many does she have tonight? She has 9, and Niegebauer has 12. So that's 21. They've done a better job against those 2 in the second half. Look how they're set up here.
17 seconds, that's right.
And again, Jaden Penny playing back deep. I tell you what, I just keep the ball out of Schoenemann's hands and Pauly's hands.
17 seconds. Oh, 18.3 seconds.
They put some more time on the clock.
So I had 18 down on my deal.
And I misled you, Paul, which is why you should never listen to me and go with yourself. Because you're right.
Because I had 18 right here, see?
I heard you say it. Townsend inbounds. Gets it into Pauly. Look, and she's guarded by Keller. And here's the trap. Full court. Stand by Groton. It's going to be a jump, though, I believe. And it's going to be Groton basketball. It is a jump and a Groton basketball. What a call by Coach Locke. What a call. He was trying to get a timeout out there, but they never had possession. Kella Tracy on the floor. Jaden Penning on the floor. Everybody's on the floor, Paul. I'm surprised you weren't down there. Justin was on her way down to jump for that loose ball. Oh, what a game down the stretch. Tigers with the ball. And they got to foul twice before we get to the line. Here's an inbounds. Great screen. And they can't get it right away. They get it to Jericho. They take 3 seconds off the clock there. But they still got to foul once more. What a great call by Coach Locke going to that full court press. We haven't seen that all game. I told you it was going to be something different. I called his own. What did he do? Full court trap press. Get it in here. You got timeouts. Nope, there's a foul on Schoenemann. Fouling her cousin Jericho, gonna go to the line, senior to the line. And look at our fouls up there, Paul. How many team fouls do we have?
2.
How many can we give before they shoot?
3.
No, 2.
2.
3, they shoot.
Well, yeah.
Foul on that one. Boy, Jerica, 2 big foul shots, the biggest of her career right here. I cannot believe Coach Howard isn't taking a timeout. He probably will after the first one. And I don't know how many he has left. He might only have 1 or 2. He's taking a bunch. First shot by Jerica on its way.
Oh, my word.
What do you mean, my word? She's a senior. You're supposed to do that.
That's a huge shot.
Of course it is, but she's a senior and a coach's kid. You act like you're surprised.
No, I'm excited.
Second foul shot on its way. And she drains them both. 40-37. Start the three-point line. Nobody on Johnson. Oh, he calls a timeout. Coach Howard, I thought he was going to pull a muscle trying to get a timeout called over there.
5.3 seconds to go.
We'll be back. 40-37. Groton.
We are going to be back. I'm still here.
Oh, let's stay here. I thought you wanted a break because I made you stay the last time.
No, I'm trying to get everything.
5.3. You have 2 fouls to give here. Just make sure you don't foul on a three-point shot. Let him inbounds. Dribble, foul on the dribble. Let him inbound again, dribble, foul. You could get this down to 2, maybe under 2 seconds if
This
you
is
do
exactly
that,
what
Paul.
Chad and I were talking about from the Milbank station. We're talking about Groton coming back. That's one thing and he's got
And
hit.
here they are.
Right here. Here we are.
What, is he your new best friend now?
Yeah.
What are you guys at? She's not wearing a tie. How come you like that guy?
I like Chad. Chad and I are pretty cool. From Milbank.
He's not wearing a tie. I just was going to say
Yeah,
that.
but he's, yeah.
I mean, you got on me for wearing Roncalli colors. He's got Roncalli pants on up there. Green
Chad,
pants.
Yeah, but Chad's cool. So are you.
Whoa.
Whoa.
All of a sudden, boy. I tell you what a basketball game tonight, Paul.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
Win or lose, my goodness, if these 2 teams just laid it on the court. And, oh, man, what an effort by both these teams. And you still got 5.3 left. And now you got to think that they're going to draw some kind of 3 up for Paulie. I mean, they've got girls who have hit them. Townsend's hit one. Hendricks has hit one.
You know,
Schuneman's their best three-point shooter. She hasn't hit one, but
I said overtime. I hope I'm really wrong.
well, I hope you're really wrong, too, because I don't want to be home watching the college basketball game at 9:30 tonight. But I'll stay here as long as it's needed. What a effort tonight by your Groton Tigers. Townsend inbounding. Little confusion by Groton. They're going to try to double Schuneman here. You got to double Schuneman and Paulie. They get it into Schuneman, and there's your foul. Only took about 0.5 off the clock. Who's running the clock down there? Is that Alexa?
Yeah. No, that's I forgot her.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
4.8. You got 1 more to give. Here it comes again. Get it in again. And there's another one. That one took 1.2 off. That seemed like it was less than the last, but you can never tell. But now you don't want to foul, unless maybe you do.
Well,
and you want to take the shot away.
You know, that gives them only
Take
2
away
free
the
throws.
yeah, and you take the 3 away. Take it out of the equation. Might not be a bad idea.
I would.
Coach Locke way ahead of me up here. Here's an inbounds to Paulie. Don't let her shoot. She does a 3. Oh, she hits it. Oh, my goodness. And Paul, you jinked us again. Overtime we go. Belle Paulie hits the 3 and sends us into extra time tonight. What a shot. Boy, you got to have a big backbone for that. We'll be back, fans. Tied at 40 for overtime.
Kruger Brothers Gravel and Dirt has served the Groton area for over 4 decades. They specialize in road maintenance, gravel, dirt hauling, and snow removal. If you need black dirt or gravel, or need major snow removed, call Kruger Brothers Gravel and Dirt at 397-8387. Kruger Brothers wishes the Groton area Tigers good luck, and remember Kruger Brothers at 397-8387.
All right, boy, big shot by Belle Paulie at the buzzer, sends us into overtime. Gut check again for the Tigers. They've been tested all year long on these. And we'll see what happens. I think we're going to jump it up again, I believe. Switching, staying the same directions. But I believe this is a jump. Yep, same way. We don't switch ends. And remember, Milbank won the first toss to start the game. They like to run a little play off this like we do, Paul, where you catch it and throw it to the side. Penning's back deep. She has to be ready for that.
Had to switch pins. Had to get purple out now.
Boy, what a game. It just keeps getting better. Here's the tap, and it's won by Milbank. Johnson brings it down, gets it. They're going to go right inside to Pauly for sure. They get it inside. She's deep, kicks it out. Shoot him in for three. That's short. Rebound. Johnson stolen away. Here's Jerica has it. Back the other way come the Tigers, and they're going to set it up. Amazingly again against the man. Here's Sydney, a wide open look. Boots pulls it back out. Back over to Sydney. Sydney looking as they're cutting through. There's Traphagen up to Penning. Over to Jerica. Jerica looking at down low is cut through. Jerica needs to do something here. Picks up her dribble over to Taryn. 10 to shoot. Got to get moving. Sydney over to Penning. Penning drives in all the way. Little runner up. No good. And it's going to be a foul on Jaden going for it. And now we're going to get foul shots the other way. It's going to be Negebauer going to the line. Jaden looked like she lost her footing and kind of fell into Negebauer. And she'll go to the line to shoot two at the other end. Chance to give Milbank the lead back. You wonder how many times are they going to be able to get up off the mat, Paul? They continue to show the heart of a champion. Good look that time by Penning. Just left it just a hair short. And Negebauer to the line. First shot on the way. No good off the back rim. Came off strong, something to look at. You need to box out here, especially on Pauly. You got to go low here, go lower than she is. If she gets her arms under Penning, she'll be able to push her under the basket. And it looks like she's got her hand above it. And the second one goes in, and Milbank goes in front. 41-40. Back come the Tigers. 3:12 to go. 4-minute overtime period. Back to the man. Here's Locke. Driving in. Here's Tracy. Kella's driving baseline, and she stepped on the line, out of bounds. And a turnover for the Tigers. I'd stay back to that press again. That worked wonders for him, but you got to be careful. You don't put the wrong person to the foul line. Chance for Milbank to increase their lead. See if the Tigers can get a crucial stop right here, Paul. Down comes Johnson. Nice crossover, gets it back to Schuneman. Loses it temporarily, and that's going to be a double dribble. It is. She picked her dribble up first and then put it down, and she thought it was a foul, and maybe Jerica did get her, but you can't put the ball on the ground when you picked it up like that. And that's a turnover, double dribble, and back the other way we go. Locke with the ball here. Here's Jerica up to Jaden. Looking for Taryn. Nice job by Townsend on her this whole game, Paul. Here goes Taryn driving in. Nice reverse. Nice scoop up. And in for Taryn. What a shot! As she's falling down. Tigers back in front. 42-41. Johnson the other way. Pauly looking to drive. Penning shuts her down. Back to Bell. She goes in, gets it back. Here's Johnson up, off the glass and in. She's had some big shots for them. That freshman, and they're back in front by one. Locke the other way. Back and forth we go. We're on a seesaw here, Paul. Here's Tracy, kicks it out to Jaden, back up to Jerica. And we got another cramp for Kella. And Riley's going to come back in the game for her. Boy, looked like Jerica had a path to the hoop there too. Just a bad timing on that.
Milbank wasn't happy about that call.
Well, I don't know why. It might have been a layup for, poor Kella. She's doing everything she can to try to stay in this game, and she's so important defensively. Riley back in the game, though. What a comfort to bring her back in, though, for this situation. Here's Penning. Boy, Pauly all over her. And here's Traphagen. Here's a pass, knocked away by Pauly. Out of bounds. Tigers will retain. 9 on the shot clock. 1:41 to go. See if the Tigers can sneak a hoop here. They've been good on their inbounds plays. They've had people break open. And there's another one. Instead, they get it into Trapphagen, who thinks about the three. She's going to have to drive. She does. All the way. Another scoop. This one no good. And that's going to be a foul on Jerica coming in, I believe. And it's going to be Schoenemann shooting the foul shots at the other end. They're going to put the 8th grader to the line. Good hustle play by Jerica. 4th foul, though. Schoenemann to the line. Schoenemann's got 3 fouls herself. First foul shot for her on its way. Nothing but net. 44-42. Milbank back in front. Second foul shot. And that's short. And it's a rebound by Nigebauer. Pulls it back out. Nice job. Just using her size, and they'll run clock here. Get it back to Schoenemann. Now you got to go inside here, Paul, don't you? There it is. They're trying. Look at her sag on Nigebauer. That's a smart move by Riley. Nigebauer's not going to make that shot very often. Here's Johnson. She's had some big shots and almost loses it out of bounds. Back to Pauly. Swings it over to Schoenemann. She might have to shoot it with 8 on the clock. Kicks it out. Baseline. Here's Schoenemann. She shoots a baseline. That's short. And the box out comes to Trapphagen. Nice job by Taryn. Back comes Jessica under a minute.
Oh, my gosh.
44-42. Tigers a chance to tie.
Or take the lead.
Or take the lead with the 3. Boy, remember that last game? Riley hit some big threes in that one. Riley got a dribble. She does. She's going hard to the hole. Puts it up. And a foul! Oh, what a shot by Riley Dunker! Takes it right over Nigebauer. Draws her 4th foul. And a chance to put the Tigers back in the lead with 39.5 to go. How did she make that shot, Paul? An impossible angle. My goodness, what a shot. I thought she was going to get a 5 count. She just drives it in, hangs in the air, and puts it in.
Here we go, big free throw.
To the line. Riley Dunker. Shot on its way, rolls around, no good. Rebound, Townsend. Back comes Milbank. Chance. There's a 4-second differential. Shot clock to game clock. You got to get the ball inside here to Pauly somehow. And it's a timeout by Coach Howard. I think that's what this is going to be. 26.5 to go. Tied at 44. We'll be back.
The Meat House of Andover is definitely worth the drive in their top-notch facility. If you're looking for snack sticks, they have them. If you're looking for Colby cheese, they have it. They have snack sticks and also summer sausage. Look at the many different types of cuts of meats that they have available, and they also have a great butcher shop over there as well. And if you're looking for dessert, SDSU ice cream is definitely the best. The Meat House in Andover and also in the Saddle Corral in Aberdeen.
All right, back here, fans. 26.5 to go. 44 all. Milbank now with the last. There's going to be about a 4.5 differential shot clock to game clock. They're going to have a chance, and this ball has to go inside to Bell Pauly. It has to, Paul. Maybe Nigebauer, one of the two, has to have it inside. One of those two, I think that's what this timeout has to be for Milbank, I would think. And if you're Groton, I think you just got to double her hard. Double her hard and make her make it, and you got to rotate down. And if somebody's going to hit a 3, I hate to say it because Townsend made me look bad before, but I think you got to have her or Nigebauer make a 3.
Justin over there, Coach Hansen, he's trying to get the crowd up.
Well, I tell you what, both crowds tonight have been fantastic for both schools. Townsend inbounds, trying to get it in. Great defense. Boy, Riley almost stole, or Karen almost stole it. Now she's going to work some clock as Bell Pauly up top. Now she's going to get it to Johnson. She's had huge shots down the stretch. Gets it back to Pauly. Pauly, 10 on the shot clock. They got to go. Trying to get it. Now they're in trouble. Schoenemann has it, but there's 3 on the clock. They're not going to get a shot off, Paul. It's a shot clock violation. Tigers going to have it. There should be 4.5 on the clock. Coach Locke immediately pointing to the clock. 4.5 seconds. There should be 4.5 because there was a 4.5 differential. It was 26.5 when that ball was inbounded, and they had 22 on the shot clock. There should be 4.5. Dave Plantine coming over to the scorer's table right now. They're definitely going to put some time, and I believe it should be 4.5. But if they want to give us more, I'll take it, Paul. And it's 4.5. You're not going to get anything past the veteran Dave Plantine. Now, boy, I break somebody the other way. Maybe get a chance for a layup. Oh, he wants a timeout. That's a good timeout by Coach Locke. See what it's going to be, Paul. We'll just take a break and come back.
All right, we'll be back. S&S Lumber and Hardware Hank of Groton is your headquarters for building materials and tools. Stop on out and visit with him about your building project needs, whether it be paint, windows, doors, cabinets, tools, lumber, sheetrock, or you may need help designing a project. The folks at S&S Lumber are there to help you out. Stop out at 201 East Highway 12 in Groton or give them a call at 605-397-2361.
4.5 left to go. 44 all in the overtime period. Tigers with the ball. Let's see if Milbank adjusts their defensive alignment here. They are not. There is still nobody back, Paul. Break Tracy deep. Break her deep. And she might have a layup. Look at that. There she goes. There it is. I called it, Paul. Put it in, Killa. To Riley for the win. No, off the front. Oh, the rebound's too late. We're going 2 overtimes. If we'd had another extra second and a half.
Even a half a second.
Oh, what a play. And we'll go to a second overtime, tied at 44. We'll be back.
Harvest season doesn't wait, and neither does Spanier Custom Harvesting and Trucking. From combining to hauling, they bring experience, reliability, and the equipment to get the job done right and on time. When your crop is ready, you need a crew you can count on. Call Roger at Spaniers Custom Harvesting and Trucking at 605-228-3880. Becca Fleece is your tropical travel agent making beach dreams come true. Whether it's a destination wedding or having your kids see the ocean for the first time, it's great to know that Becca can help remove the challenges of planning your dream vacation. Sun and Sea Travel Company is your local leader in travel, and they can plan your ultimate beach getaway so you can relax and unwind. Contact Becca Fleece at
Back here in Groton, one of the best games you're ever going to see. Double overtime. Groton has the ball. Alternate possession after the first overtime is a jump. After that, it's alternate possession. Or no, it's not. They're going to re-jump. I thought it was re-jump. Same directions, though. 44 all. They've won both these jumps. See if Taryn can get up and steal it on the way up. That was my old trick I used to use because I can't jump higher than anybody else.
You could jump?
Get it. Well, not high, but right there. Get it right out of her hands. And Milbank gets it again. Paulie comes away with it, gets it to Schoeneman. Some things to watch for. Jerica, 4 fouls. Johnson for them, 4 fouls. Nigebauer, 4 fouls. Looking to try to get it into Paulie. There it is. Immediately, good help by Riley. And they have to kick it back out. Johnson driving in. Pulls it up. And nowhere to go. Throw up a wild shot. And it goes in somehow. Wow. 3 big shots by Johnson. That one was a prayer, but it went in for her. And they lead Milbank 46-44. Here goes Penny. She shoots 15-footer. I figured we'd learn by now, Paul. Don't leave her open from there. And we're tied again. Johnson with the ball brings it across. That kid, that freshman, has made some shots, Paul, for them. Here's Schoeneman around the screen. Nigebauer, not a threat out there. Johnson thinks about it. Drives baseline. Here's a left-hand reverse. No good. And that knocked out of bounds off Paulie, and it's going to be Groton basketball. You could see her coming for that reverse left-hand layup. Johnson, it just slipped out of her hands as she was going. My goodness, as she hit 3 big shots in the fourth quarter and overtimes. 3:04 to go. Back the other way come the Tigers. 46 all. South Dakota barn burner here. Somebody needs to break to the ball. There goes Dunker. Here gets it back to Jerica. Jerica driving to the hoop. Here she goes, kicks it out. Kella with it. Over to Penning. Here's down to Kella, down low. Kella, right hand hook up and in. Kella with some emotion out there. Tigers back in front. 2:38 to go, 48-46. Schoeneman with the ball. Jerica has to be very careful she doesn't pick her 5th foul up. So important to this offense. Ball has to go inside, and it does. That's almost too deep. And he missed the layup. Does Paulie? Nigebauer gets the rebound, gets it back to Paulie, who gets fouled before the shot. It was on the ground. She'll go to the line for 2.
No, I think it was out of bounds. Well,
no, it starts over. It continues. Foul start over. Or don't start over. So she's back at the foul line. 2 shots. Boy, Coach Howard, first he wanted the flop. I think, honestly, he's probably lucky he didn't get a charge call on Paulie.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Looked like she dipped the shoulder. Hard to tell up here. Shot on its way up and in. Is there any doubt she made that one after she made the 3?
What's her number?
22.
22.
What, are you kidding me?
Well,
she's their best player, and it's two minutes left in the second overtime, and you don't know where her number is? Second shot on its way, also good, and we're tied again at 48. 2:15 to go. Tigers the other way. Nothing like having fun with Paul on a Thursday night playoff game. Tigers back setting their offense up. Oh, almost a steal. Penning's got to be, she has to pass it. But she used her dribble up. Jericho with the ball here. It's 15 on the clock. Tigers really nothing going, calling for a double screen here. Schoenemann fights right over the top. Jericho going in. She gets a pass down to Kella again. The right hand hook again. Kella Tracy again taking this game over offensively. 50-48. 4 straight points for Kella. And here's Paulie driving in. Double her. Nice defense by Penny. And Kella almost a steal. Oh, and then Jaden went down. No, they call a travel.
Oh, my.
Jaden came down on her. Tigers might have got a break there. Boy, I tell you, Johnson went right into. Jaden had great position, but you saw the principle of verticality broken, but they said she traveled first.
Big possession right here for the Tigers.
This is huge. A score here might make it really tough on Milbank. Take your time and get another good shot. Kella Tracy has dominated Johnson down low. These last 2 possessions. Here's Trapphagen. She's been quiet. High screen and roll. Oh, nice crossover by Taryn. Goes down, kicks it to the corner. I think she traveled too. Oh, she had Jaden in the corner for 3, and back to Milbank ball with $1:08 to go. That's the reason, Paul, we haven't been successful down the stretch. I haven't used the buck yet tonight. Here comes Milbank back. What a game. Johnson, great crossover, my goodness. Townsend up top, swings it over, Nigebauer. Here goes Schoenemann. I'd just get the ball back to Paulie inside and just ride her. They get it out. Here's Johnson trying to get it to Paulie. Great defense by Penning. Here's Schoenemann. She's going to have to shoot it all the way to the hole. Misses it. Rebound Riley, and she gets fouled. I believe that's number 5 on Nigebauer, and she's just fouled out, I believe.
Yes.
I thought they might get Riley for a travel.
If that's 42, she's out.
It is 42. Boy, what a great rebound by Riley. That seemed like a pretty good look that time for Schoenemann driving.
She finished with 12 points.
Riley to the line with 2. They have her 13 on the board, but I'm going to trust you, Paul.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, did she make a free throw here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably.
All right, Riley back to the line. She'll shoot 2. 50-48, 41 seconds to go. First shot, got it. Riley knocks the first one down, just like she did in Sisseton. 51-48. Remember those free throws she hit the first game we were together, Paul?
Oh, yes.
Maybe she's going to point at us if she makes her second tonight. In honor of us. Second shot, she makes it, and she doesn't point up here to us, but that's all right. 40 seconds to go, Tigers 4-point lead. Biggest of the second half for them. Here's Johnson. Hendricks, back to Johnson, trying to get the ball inside. There it goes, Paulie. She loses it, puts it up, fouled. Oh, off the rim, no good. It's going to be the 5th foul on Jaden Penning, though. Oh, that's a big one if this happens to go an extra frame. Paulie was 1 for 2 the last time, or no, she made them both the last time. What an effort. Groton fans giving a standing ovation to Jaden Penning. What an effort by her tonight. 20 points, and she carried the Tigers in the first half, Paul.
Yes, she did. The 3 3-pointers.
25.8 to go. Belle Paulie back to the line. 14 points and a zillion rebounds tonight. Pink shoes and all. First shot. In, makes it. 3 in a row for her from the foul line. Now the question is, Get the rebound. Who are you going to foul if you're Milbank, Paul? Second foul shot on its way. That's also good, and it's down to 2. And we got a timeout by Milbank. We'll be back, fans. 25.7 to go. Your Tigers lead 52-50.
The Wise Mantle Agency has been in the insurance business since 1954. They have the expertise in getting the right insurance for your home, farm, auto, commercial, or crop. The Wise Mantle Agency has access to Progressive, South Dakota Public Assurance Alliance, North Star Mutual, Northwest GF, just to mention a few. Contact Marty Wisemantle at 605-396-7341 at the Wisemantle Agency of Columbia.
Well, back here in Groton, Paul, I'm pretty sure at this stage my stitches are pulled already from the excitement of these double overtime thriller here between the Milbank Bulldogs and the Groton Tigers. Groton been here before with the lead up 52-50, 25.7 to go. And they go the length of the court. The good thing is it was a made free throw so we can run the baseline. That's important in this situation. You don't have to stand stationary. Now the question is, Milbank will try to force a turnover. Who do you foul? With who's on the court? Kella Tracy, Sidney Locke, Riley Dunker, Taryn Trappinger, or Jared Clark. I believe it has to be Sidney Locke.
I was going to say Sidney.
The inexperienced, most inexperienced one out there. You got to stay away from the seniors and from Kella, don't you?
Yep.
Kella's going to inbounds. She's joined by the girls I mentioned out there, and it's going to be full court press.
No shot clock either. We're down to this is it.
It is it. Well, there you got to think there's going to be some fouls. Here goes, and they let the ball. Jerica have the ball. They're going to try to trap her, and Jerica goes right around it, and they give the foul up immediately at 23. A little surprised they didn't try to get a trap there, but I think Coach Howard was right in front of him. I bet he told her to foul because he noticed it was going to be a break the other way, and they might have wasted more time. In this case, you try to extend the game by having the other team make foul shots. In essence, what they're saying is, we don't believe you can make foul shots. If you're going to win this game, you're going to have to. Jerica locked to the line. And I believe that was was it the fifth foul on? That was the fifth foul on Johnson. She's gone. She made huge shots for them down the stretch. Hendricks comes back in the game for her. Or no, 32. That's Lydia Gall making her first appearance tonight. That's tough to put her in that situation. First shot, nothing but net. Jerica Locke saying, after I make this, let's play defense hard. No easy ones, no fouls. But the first most important thing is knocking this down. And that's exactly what a coach's kid does. Jerica Locke knocks 2 more down. What is that, Paul? 4 in a row. We got another timeout. Tigers lead back to 4. We'll be back.
Your friend in the car business. I'm going to Groton Ford.
Groton Ford is your small town family-owned dealership. You are not just a number here. We sell new vehicles, used vehicles, have a great parts and service department, and even buy vehicles. Basically, we do it all. We have a great team here and would love the opportunity to earn your business. From all of us at Groton Ford, thank you.
I'm going to Groton Ford.
All right, back here in Groton, fans, in a sight that's very similar to the disaster that is my son Becker's bedroom floor with his clothes on it. I'm looking at Paul's score sheet here. This is an absolute disaster. I have never seen anything like this. What? How do you know where you are?
Oh, I know. I got this down to the science.
We're going to show you a picture of this in the postgame, fans. This is something to see. I've never seen anything like this.
I'm running out of ink colors, though. My pink one here went dry.
Well, hopefully we can finish this off right here. Tigers up 54-50, 23 seconds left. Do not foul. That's the big thing right here. Play good defense. Make Paulie dribble. Don't foul, Kella. Don't foul, Kella. There you go. Make her drive. Take time off. Here goes Hendricks. She thinks about a 3. Goal with it. She hasn't been in the game at all. Schuneman with it. 10 seconds. Don't foul. Puts up and in and a timeout with 5.9. They'll put a little time back on, I believe. Made to 2. Boy, they made him take 15 seconds off the clock, Paul. Great defense. What are they calling here?
Somebody calls them. Are they out of timeouts or?
I don't know. No, I think they're trying to talk about how much time is on the clock. That's what it might be.
Let's see, 54, 52. Yep. 6 seconds on the clock.
Well, 5.9. Why did they stop? I don't know why. That's what Coach Locke is wondering. Why did we stop? Did they call? It looked like they called a timeout. They might have been out. I might have been wrong, I guess.
Well, it's our ball.
Here's Jerica. And there's the foul. 4.6. 2 foul shots away, Paul, from me being home watching that ESPN game. I'm happy to be a little late on it tonight. What a game. Looks like Tevin Hansen going to make her first appearance tonight. Just to give a little length on some of these guards to shoot threes. Boy. Jerica back to the line, 4.6. I got to think they're out of timeouts. I'm shocked. I'm interested to find out from Coach Locke. She misses the first. Oh, Paul, let me tell you, I joke about refs a lot. I say a good ref never lets a game go overtime, never let it go second. You never let it go 3 overtimes. I say that jokingly. They're just going to do their job. If it goes, it goes. Second shot up, no good, but they got to go. 3, 2, 1. And they stole it, and your Tigers win! Your Tigers win! 54-52. What an effort by Groton, coming from 9 points down in the fourth quarter to come all the way back and knock off the Milbank Bulldogs. What an effort. These seniors tonight, what did I tell you, Paul? Your seniors lead the way, and that's what happened tonight. But hats off to Milbank. What a performance. Then they're going to be back too. Very, very young team. They'll lose Anna Nigebauer playing her last game, and that's it for next year. They are going to be a force to be reckoned with. A great learning lesson. We mentioned the Schudemans and the Locks, Cousins. Oh boy, you feel your heart goes out to those Milbank girls, but your hat goes off to Groton. They could have picked up their tents, put them away, called it a night. Let's go home with Rich and watch that basketball game tonight. But they said no. We want to play more. We want to play again, and they hung in there. Fans, I'm going to try to talk as long as I can until Paul can get through his score sheet. This is going to take him forever when he gets through this. I mean, we're going to show you what that looks like. What an effort. Great coach game by the coaching staff, and what an effort by everybody on that team. They gave such great effort to win this game. Crowds on both sides were fantastic, and Milbank has absolutely nothing to hang their heads about, Paul. Absolutely nothing. Just a fantastic effort by 2 evenly matched teams. And tonight, the Tigers' experience and just stubbornness wore out. Are you ready?
No, are you kidding?
Okay, I didn't think so. I was just going to check. But it does look like Lennox won, everybody won. Sisson and Pete Roncalli, so they're out. I believe it's going to be Sioux Falls Christian, who Groton will be matched up with. We'll take a closer look at that later. But fans, this is going to be, we might be going into tomorrow's pregame by the time, for the boys game, by the time Paul gets through his score sheet here. Boy, look at the fans out celebrating. What a great effort for those girls. And they get to go through that crowd. The excitement of this game. Your thoughts go into last year's game when they lost to Sisson and how hard they played and just couldn't get over the hump. Go back to the Mobridge game this year. They couldn't quite get over the hump. Tonight, Paul, they got over the hump. And then they got put back under the hump again. And then they got over it again. And then they got over it a third time. And finally, the third time was the charm.
And it wasn't because of free throws. We were 9 out of 20.
Well, what were we down the stretch in overtime? In the overtime.
What color ink is that?
I know we made the last 4, and that's all that counts in my book. Those were, well, I guess we did because she missed the last 2 of the last. We were 4 for 6 until Jerica missed the last 2. But the ability, you remember what I told you going into that 4th overtime? I said, I don't know if we can win another overtime before it went into that second one because Jerica had 4 fouls. She played the majority of the first overtime and the second overtime with 4 fouls. What an effort by her. And just, I mean, up and down the list, you can just, I mean, Kella Tracy, Jaden Penning, Riley Dunker, Taryn Traphagen, who, whoa, she didn't score very much tonight, but man, was she just drawing attention. And the defensive end, she was drawing attention. And don't forget, she was the one that caused that steal at the end, I think, of the first overtime that we almost got the win on. But boy, 2 heavyweights just exchanging haymakers. I mean, Tigers go up 3. It looks like Milbank's dead with no chance, and their center, Bell Pauly, drains the three to send it to a second overtime. And they score right away. And it's like, oh, this is it. It's been a great season, Tigers. And then the Tigers say no. Kella Tracy, 2 baskets. Just takes advantage of her strength and height over the freshman Johnson down low and scores 4 and gets the Tigers back in front. What an effort. Paul's still trying to calculate up this mess. The chances of this being right, fans, are just, I mean, they're 1,000,000 to 1.
But, good. I'm glad I got the one.
Well, all right. Are you ready? All right. I'm going to turn it over to you, and I'm going to let my voice rest. The fans are sick of hearing me just be excited for the last 45 minutes.
All right. Well, shooting-wise, we shot 37% for the game, making 19 out of 51 shots. Milbank 18 out of 64 for 28%. They put up a lot of shots, but only made 18 of them. From the free throw line, Milbank 9 out of 14 for 64%. We were 9 out of 20 for 45%. Both teams made 9 free throws in the game. We had 16 team fouls. They had 17 team fouls. Can't get any more even than that. Turnovers, 8 Groton, 8 Milbank. How even can this get?
That said, they're 2 evenly matched teams. But you know the big thing tonight, Paul, is, you know, you talk about the team fouls being even. Did you notice the officials tonight? I didn't notice them at all.
Oh.
You know what that means?
It
was a well-officiated
Yep.
game. It was a well-coached game. It was a well-officiated game, but most importantly, it was a well-played game. How about from Milbank? Or do we have we had others that scored, didn't we?
We had 3 players in double figures for us. Jerica Locke had 11. Kella Tracy had 10. And who was my third one? Jaden Penning had 20 points.
I was going to say, you miss her. My goodness, Paul.
Well, because I ran out of room over here, so. And Jaden Penning had 20 points. And outside of that, Taryn Traphagen had 4. Riley Dunker had 6. And that's a scoring for the Tigers. Yep. For Milbank, Violet Johnson finishes with 8 points. Susie Shauneman's got 5. Bailey Hendricks 3. Bree Townsend 7. Bell Pauly 6. Anna Neunbauer has got 13 points. So
how many Pauly had with?
Pauly had which one here? I'm looking here.
22.
22. 6 points.
No, she had more than that. She had 16, I think.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Wait.
I'm
wrong.
So
3,
between her
4,
and
5, 6, 7,
Nieggebauer had 12, so
8,
they
9,
ended up with
10,
28,
11,
which is
12,
about what they had.
13 points.
13. So it's about what they had last time.
Yep.
And, you know, quite frankly, I thought we did a pretty good job.
See, I circled that. I was thinking, yeah. See, that 3-point is sitting into overtime.
You don't have to try to explain yourself because I don't know any of that means. So, but, you know, I don't know what you say to your team in the locker room right now if you're Coach Locke. You just say, what a great effort. You know, he's probably not surprised. He's seen it for 10 years coaching these girls. But I tell you what, the hardest job right now in this arena, and you know, it's a Groton broadcast, but your heart goes out to Coach Howard of Milbank and what he's got to say to his team in the locker room right now because they laid everything on the line.
They
tonight.
did.
They made big play after big play down the stretch, and quite frankly deserved to win the game too. It's too bad you have somebody that has their season end tonight.
Yep.
It really
was,
is.
you know, you hate to see a team lose in a situation like this. But that's why they play the game.
They do, and it's a bitter game. If there's one thing he can take solace in is the fact, one senior, Milbank's going to be right back in this situation, I have to believe, next year. But for your Tigers, I mean, I don't know how you single out anybody in this game. This was what you call a team effort.
Well, you know, Jane Penning kept us in the game in the first half. I mean, she had 13 points at halftime.
That was huge. What did we have it as a team at halftime?
At halftime, we had 20 points. So she had 13 of the 20 points. You know, she kept us in the game, and then after that, Kella Tracy kicked in.
How many she finished with?
She finished with 10 points.
10, but she had 4 in a row. I think in that last overtime, didn't she? In that last overtime,
right here's forward, right here, forward in the second overtime.
2 down to 2 up.
Yep.
Those were huge baskets, and she recognized she had the mismatch. And Kella's not the girl that's going to be shooting threes. She can make them, but that's not her game. She likes the mid-range jump shot. What I saw out of her tonight was attacking the basket. And she would flash in there, and she'd have the defender on her back, and she'd get the pass. And most importantly, and this is hard for an offensive player to do, she kept the defender on her back so she could get her hook up, her right-hand hook. And that's a pretty-looking shot. I'm trying to wonder where that shot came from. I haven't seen Keegan do it. I certainly never saw Ryan do it. Maybe that was part of Carla's game. Listen to the crowd cheer as your Groton Tigers come back on the court. Lots of hugs, lots of smiles as they get over the hump tonight.
What a huge game
Well, here
tonight.
comes Coach Locke up. He's got a towel on his shoulder, and he's got a big grin on his face.
He should.
The cat with the canary right there. You know, it wears a coach out, too. You know, you think, well, he's not doing anything. He's in on every single play. Every one.
54-52, double overtime win for the Tigers.
They're keeping the score up tonight. They ain't shutting that off tonight. Matt, I'm 54 years old. I'm about 100 pounds overweight. Did we really need to go to 2 overtimes tonight?
No,
Congratulations, Coach.
Thanks.
What can you say? Let me just start with this. You're down 37-28. They have another big basket. They have the ball, and you call timeout. What do you say to your girls in the fourth quarter when you're down 9?
I told them we couldn't panic. I think there's 4.5 minutes left.
Yep.
And we've been on runs before. I said, so you just can't panic. You can't quit. You got to get good shots, and you got to start knocking them down. You just got to take confident strokes instead of, hesitant ones, thinking about your previous shot. Like we said, I say this every time I think I come up here. Once that ball leaves your hand, it's gone, man. You got to forget about it. And the most important shot every time is the next one.
I think you saw that with Riley Dunker.
Yeah.
Riley struggled in the first half. I don't think she scored. She was struggling, and all of a sudden she hits a huge 3 and makes some big foul shots down the stretch. Coach, I could sit here and go through each and every one. This was a complete team effort tonight.
Absolutely.
Penning in the first half. Talk about her performance in the first half.
It's a good thing she showed up in the first half, or we'd got run out of the gym.
13 of the 20 points.
Yeah, I mean, that's the senior leadership. She wanted it, and you could tell she wanted it. And, in the huddles, she's such a good leader and the kids listen to her. And she has a great feel for the game, and she knows what's going to work and what's not going to work. We had that little set that we run down here, and we were going to run out of timeout, and she goes, I don't think I can get the ball. I said, okay, so we'll do something different. So, and then, end of the first overtime, when Kelly threw that long, that was all Jade.
I called that play up here.
Yeah.
I called that was going to happen, and I knew what you were going to do, and it almost worked.
Yeah, that was Jaden too. You can't say enough about all of them. Kelly Tracy tonight was phenomenal.
4 straight points you were down to.
Phenomenal. How many? I don't know. I bet you she had double-digit rebounds.
Easily tonight.
And then everybody on the bench. I mean, nobody's pouting over there.
No.
And that's what I told him. I said it was a consummate team toughness. Victory that you guys stuck with it the whole time and didn't give up. And it didn't take the wind out of yourselves at 3 at the end of the regulation, but they came out and we got stops and
Coach, you've coached these girls for 10, 12, 15 years. Does anything surprise you coming back in a game like this? Does anything ever surprise you with these girls anymore?
Not really. No. They're just great kids, and I can't even talk about them.
Well, what an holy cow, is your shirt wet?
Yeah, they
drenched sweat tonight. I told you he was working down there.
No, they drenched us with
they drenched
water.
Okay, you should have just gone with the sweat thing. That sounded more impressive.
Oh, shit.
Coach, I can tell you right now. That's all right. I tell you right now, that was the funnest girls basketball game I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah,
and I've watched a lot of them.
And when you come out on the winning end of it, it's a whole lot more fun.
Well, it is, especially the ups and downs. You go, oh man, now we're going to lose. How are they going to come back from a girl hitting a 3, send it into overtime? And those girls are like, yeah, I don't care. We'll just keep playing.
Yeah, they were positive the whole time. And I told them in the huddle beginning of the second overtime. I says, hey, you wouldn't want it any other way. You know how much fun this is going to be to win this, to go to a Sweet 16 for the first time in at least 7 years.
Yeah.
And have it be double overtime. Yeah. You don't know how much fun that's going to be. So let's just go out and win it.
Yep. And that's where we are right now. 1 win away from state. Coach Locke, congratulations.
Thanks,
heck of an effort tonight. We'll look forward to seeing you down the road next week, wherever we are. We're still playing.
Yep.
Still dancing.
Yep. We're gonna enjoy the hell out of this one for a little bit.
You should, every second of it. We'll see you next week, Coach.
All right. Thank you.
That's Coach Matt Locke, victorious in a fantastic, thrilling, not enough adjectives to describe it, win for your Groton Tigers as they advance to the Sodak 16.
Electrifying.
Electrifying. Paul saying there. It looks like Sioux Falls Christian at quick glance. I don't take that as gospel. Might be, might not. And there you have it, fans.
There is my disaster zone.
That is like straight lines normally on the right and just maybe a few things for people scoring. That thing looks like it's been through the washing machine. It is just a disaster. You need to frame that because you're never going to have another one like that. But what a fun game to watch, a fun game I'm sure to play, a fun game to officiate, a hard game to coach, but what a thrilling game to call for you and I, Paul.
It was.
What a great basketball game, and I can't wait to next game, whoever we play, because these girls are going to be one tough out, whoever they play.
It's going to be fun. And now, boys, tomorrow night here at the Groton Area Arena, taking on Aberdeen Christian tomorrow night.
2 top 5 teams. Aberdeen Christian, number 3 in power points in B, and your Groton Tigers, chance to clinch the 5th seed power points in A. So it's a crucial game for both teams tomorrow night. We'll be here. What are we just doing, the varsity, or are we doing the junior varsity, or what are we doing?
I haven't even thought that far ahead yet. I'm still trying to get through today. And
you let me know, and I'll be here for sure the varsity and maybe the junior varsity. So
yeah, we haven't gotten a JV sponsor yet that I'm aware of for the boys.
There you go,
so.
Fans. Chance to step up right now. More exciting Groton basketball. I don't know how you can say no after a night like this.
Hey, Rich, thank you for your coming here. Thank you, Justin, for running the camera. I'm Paper Paul from the Groton Area Arena. Good evening, everybody.